Hey, apologies, guys. I was a bit slow on the draw there. Thank you for stopping by to the stream. Welcome. It is Sunday, my dudes. I'm very excited. I'm looking at the chat box and thinking something's gone wrong here. One
I
sec.
forgot
Oh, no, we're good.
about the worm.
The worm, yeah. We are joined by several miscreants. But before I get to them, let me quickly thank people for following and subscribing in one person's case. Thank you to Skeleton Key Ray, to Hokey Pokey, to Wee Scotsman, to Bash Pack, to King Libo, or King Libo, I'm not sure, Colin Wins, Acid Rain 7, Fossilized Gamer _ KM Sumwall, Gorilla you're a fossilized gamer, Soupy.
Yeah.
Gorilla Crusher, same. And Fluxile, thank you for the follows, guys. I do appreciate that. And Was Just Jerry, thank you for resubscribing with Prime for 22 months. Last time on Dual Destinies, Athena's girlfriend decided she also wants to be Apollo's girlfriend, raising the question of if the throuple would count as a workplace romance or not. Also, Phoenix Wright was there or something. Thank you.
What happened.
Thank you, Was Just Jerry, for that resub for 22 months. That's a long time. That's almost 2 years. A Prime sub. Thank you for being a Prime sub. All right.
I love a Prime sub.
Calm down. We haven't started. Brace yourself.
Someone bring out the horny bunk.
I'm already braced.
All right. So, yeah, we're going to be playing some Dual Destinies, and I wanted to start off by, first of all, apologizing for not streaming last weekend. We all high up happened. Okay. It's over. Oh, no, wait.
Turn down for what?
Well done, Demon. And, well, actually, Ryu, Karika, and Dorikios, thank you for cashing in the combo redeem of high up and then turn down for what. And thank you, Demon, for bonking Marin appropriately. And, of course, I wanted to just say sorry for not streaming last weekend. It's not that... It wasn't by choice. I think we... What was going on last weekend, Marin?
I
Sounds like everything.
Yeah, I was house sitting
Right.
for a friend, and it was kind of a last minute thing. And then I was also hosting an open meeting for a grassroots organization that I volunteer for, and I was just tired.
And then I was unable to stream the rest of the week because we had contractors working on the downstairs of our house. Because
Yeah.
if you remember, and thank you Voided for the hydrate command there. If you remember, we had the massive sewage leak that sort of did a lot of damage to our downstairs, and they got it sorted, and it was all looking good. And then this morning, the door handle for the bathroom came off in my hand, and I got locked in there for about 5 minutes.
But it was
How
a
many-
really scary 5 minutes, guys.
How many times did you call me? Was it just the once?
Once, yeah. Somebody is saying the others seem very low in
minute.
volume. Okay. Is it everybody seems quiet, or is it just one person? Because we do have Karina is having audio issues. We think that they're a bit quiet. Not much we can do about it.
I think Karina might be a little suppressed just because
Oh, mainly Marin. Okay.
they said that
Mhm.
they were having like work outside of their house done right now, so maybe the Discord is
Yeah, I
deafening,
mean,
and then
not much we could do about it. So we're gonna have to just.
If there's any Discord suppression,
The ghost of Karina
no.
has joined
I'm
us.
just here. I'm just lurking.
I'll try and keep the game
Oh my
audio.
god, did you hear something?
I'll try and keep the game audio lower than usual, just so we can make sure we can hear everybody.
Still hear their voice.
Let me know in the chat if you are still struggling to hear anybody, and I'll try my best to adjust
Sorry
the audio
about
levels.
that.
No worries, Karina. It's all good. But really quickly, Dark Jade says, things certainly started off with a bang last episode, both with the bomb going off in court and Apollo getting smacked over the head while he was investigating the courtroom afterwards. And Gasper in pain certainly showed he's a whole lot nastier than his brother ever was, with him verbally tearing down Athena, doing so to the point where she seemed to have a major panic attack. Still, she's certainly got some potential useful skills, even if Widget does need a verbal filter. That's right. That basically brings us up to speed. And in case you weren't here last time, and I've realized I've not introduced anybody yet, I do apologize. I will do that in a minute. Dual Destinies, the situation we're in is Athena was trying to defend her friend. Oh, Mystery Stream, thank you for the gift subs there. Holy cow. Mystery Stream, thank you for gifting subs too. So many people. To XLSM Gamer LX, to Blotrin89, no, Biotrin89, to Shinobi Phoenix, to Emperor Salt91, to Alan Gui, to Apollo Ignatius, to the Repscalian, to Witch's Diner, to Enderly, to Red Spade 83, to OST Wind Raider, to Mark Cummings, to Kame146, to Iwisu, to Soupy Cairns, to Golden Emotions, to Blaze Girl 10, to Dark Zero XCs 1, to Corbican, and to Dark 194. Thank you so much for those gift subs, Mystery. I'll recap.
appreciate it.
I'll recap the situation after I've introduced you guys, because otherwise I'm being rude. So I'm gonna do something out of the ordinary and go first with Soupy. Hi, Soupy. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing all right. I'm not too loud, am I?
I don't think so.
I feel like I may, because like I told you about that fucked up volume knob I have on my microphone. I
Right.
don't know if I just turned that maybe in the wrong direction today.
I've tried balancing everybody, but I guess Marin was coming in quieter than everybody else. I think it's hard for people. I hate to bring it up, but people in the chat seem to have trouble differentiating the other people in the call. So I don't know how easy it would be for me to be like, let me know who is quiet, because they
They're
might.
like,
That's
one
true.
of the vaginas is talking and
Oh,
it's
God.
quiet.
Cannot
All I hear is flap,
differentiate
flap,
further.
flap.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I will say once more, just so I don't have to acknowledge it again. I can't fix the Karina audio. I've turned it up as high as I can. Sorry about that.
I literally have like every volume I can up on my computer, and Karina turned up all the way, and it still sounds like Karina's ghost.
All right. Speaking of Karina, we're also joined by Karina. Hi, Karina.
Hello, I am a ghost.
You should yell.
Ooh. I am talking slightly louder than I normally would.
Well, since you're in the afterlife, can you let us know if the Ace Attorney franchise is there, or if we have any hope?
Are you
I
in
think-
line for hell?
I am in line for hell, and I'm sure Ace Attorney 7 will come out there one of these days.
Your wig is on the way, friend.
Thank you, thank you.
Your clown wig.
Help.
All right. But we are also joined by the most important person in my life, and maybe yours. We are joined by the fantastic, the non-binary icon themselves, who are joined by Marin Miller. Hi, Marin.
Oh, hello. It is I, Marin Miller, here today with your gay update. Oh my god. Did you do the
I sure did.
Thank you. So the last time we streamed, I was very grumpy and I was saying I was dying, and it's because I was only a few days away from the release of Destiny 2 Lightfall, in which I voice Nimbus. I guess they're the lead, but they are like a super hot 10, 11 foot cyborg little guy, and
Just a
They-
10-foot little guy, you know.
they have very big thembo energy, but they do have very big little guy energy. Like, but Destiny 2, yeah, there's like a whole city that's hidden on Neptune, Neomuna, and you got to go to Neomuna to figure out what the fuck is going on with the witness. So that's non-spoiler, but so Nimbus is one of the Cloud Striders there, and they are a super cute, dumb little thembo, and I love them so much. They're a non-binary dumbass.
Big Californian energy.
Very.
Yeah. It's been really funny because obviously, even while I was recording, I kind of was like, because they're a very quippy character. They're kind of like the Silver Surfer or Spider-Man or young Peter Parker. And
Old
you
Peter
know, while I
Parker
was-
is quippy too.
Sure, but they're even more youthful.
Sure.
And like while I was recording, I was just like, people are either gonna love this or hate this, and people certainly love it or hate it, and the people who love Nimbus love Nimbus. Oh, they love Nimbus, and so do I. And the people who don't love Nimbus definitely don't love Nimbus for some very interesting reasons, some relating to their pronoun usage.
I
But
would never have pronouns.
I would never have pronouns either. Can you believe?
Imagine
Right?
referring to anybody else.
Yeah,
Right?
who
Right.
does such a thing?
I don't have pronouns. Do not refer to me.
But it's been really interesting too, because Martin has been glued to the searches. I've been just kind of like chilling out, and Martin's been like, "Baron, they're saying this," but like he he was saying that in because a lot of people are tweeting about the localizations in different languages, because people are curious about how they've localized the matter of the gender neutral pronouns, and they're pretty consistent all across the board. Like when gender neutral indicators can be used, they are used, and sometimes the gendered indicator is completely removed. Like instead of like L Cloudstrider, it was just Cloudstrider, whatever that word was in that particular branch of Spanish that I've already forgotten. So, but yeah, it was really fucking cool. I booked it. I want to say in like May of last year, maybe June, and I worked through all the summer, and it was really fun. And I've never fucking like been on a project that wasn't a dub. I mean, I've done prelay and stuff, but like, um, I did not realize, and I still need to talk to the team about it. But like, when I look at Nimbus, like, I see a lot of stuff that I did, and I'm curious, like, how much of that is just me being like, um, egotistical, and how much of me is
You're
like they
talking about
actually
the
look
physicality of it, of the
the
character.
actual physicality of the character,
Mm.
yeah, like because the way that they sit, like that was kind of like my default sitting position in a lot of the sessions. And like since I recorded during COVID, I would tend to kind of sit by myself and just look at my phone with my arms and legs folded. And like my left shoulder is fucked up, so I work it out a lot, and Nimbus works out their shoulder a lot. And like they'll do these stupid little punch things that I do when I'm singing karaoke, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I was doing that when I was recording. But like I've never been in a position where a character can be animated around me. And like, since this character is non-binary, and like we're kind of establishing what those tropes are in terms of just, and really the point is that non-binary, there are no tropes, but there are going to be different kinds of character tropes, as there always are within the genders. um himbo, bimbo, thembo. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but I guess what I'm saying is, oh, I know. I guess what I'm saying is like it's just really interesting. I'm very curious about like how much of me is actually in there, because we are still developing what non-binary looks like, and since Nimbus is one of the first non-voiced non-binary characters in a major video game, I might actually be part of that. I don't know, but like it's exciting to think about. So anyway, I fucking love Nimbus. They are baby.
We're all very
If you
proud of
haven't,
you.
well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
If you haven't gotten to, if you're playing and you haven't gotten to the exotic quest yet, you definitely should, because it's good. What remains, and then you get tasty Nimbus angst. Okay, that's it. That's my rant.
All right. Congratulations, Marin. I'm very, very excited to
Yeah.
see where this goes
Yeah.
from here. I don't know if Nimbus is going to come back, but, you know, we can only hope. And
Now we'll find out.
I hope you get lots of opportunities as a result.
Really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Really quickly, thank you to XY Rex or Zyrex for the raid. I forget what you were playing. Let me scroll up. You were playing Atelier Riser 2, Lost Legends, and the Secret Fairy. That is an eclectic title. How many stories are involved in this? And Dbabs64, thank you for the follow. And Duskbringer13, thank you for the 10 bits. Destiny 2 question, how have you found Tormentors as enemies? They're much easier now that I've got Strand and stuff. myself, initially my initial playthrough of the campaign, I was like, get these guys away from me. They are the worst. Anytime they're coming towards me to grab me, to kill me, to suck my soul out of my body, I get very upset. But now I'm like, now they're just another enemy. I don't think anybody
That's how
else.
I feel about Guardians and Breath of the Wild.
Which are the guy? Oh, the lanky leg, the spider things.
Yeah.
Yeah, those used to terrify me.
I mean, they are very scary the way they move. Anything that
Yeah.
moves like a
I like
spider.
the way the music changes.
Oh yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, anything that moves like a spider freaks me out.
they're much easier to handle when you're later in the game. I'm very curious about that Tears of the Kingdom and the amount of creativity they might be giving us with the vehicle creation. I don't know if you saw the trailer. Well,
Oh yeah, I saw the weird little tractor thing.
yeah,
What?
yeah.
I'm excited for that.
You can
Oh, you didn't
build
watch the
vehicles.
No.
Yeah,
The fuck?
I'm really excited for that game.
I'm curious about. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm very torn because, like, I've never actually like. I've never really played Breath of. I played tons of hours of Breath of the
Really?
Wild, but I never went into any of the dungeons myself. I watched
Really?
Martin beat it. Yeah, because I just like collecting food and like making clothes and stuff. So and then like it said that Tears of the King, or Martin was saying that it's gonna be in the sky, and I don't know. I didn't like Skyward Sword, so I'm nervous.
I don't know if it's all in the
It
sky.
can be all in the sky.
I know,
might just
but
have
I'm
the option.
still I'm nervous.
I'm pretty sure the
I
sky
really-
is
You can
important.
build a car.
Yeah,
I don't like being in the sky.
there
You can
was
make
like
a
this
sky car
tiny
and get
little-
car insurance.
Yeah,
Final Fantasy 15 meets Legend of Zelda meets the sky.
I really can't wait for the inevitable Progressive Insurance advert with Link meeting Flo.
Finally.
We've been
Crossover
waiting.
I wanted.
All the build-up. I just want to see Flo talking about the events of Majora's Mask unironically. All right. I think
and what they can and can't cover with their insurance.
we can't cover moon insurance. All right. I think we've gabbled long enough. Gabbed. I don't know what the word. I invented a word.
Block.
We gablurred.
Whoa.
We've gablurred long enough. I think it's about time to jump into the Ace Attorney. Hang on. Is it called Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies?
I thought it was just called Ace Attorney Dual
Yeah, I think
Destinies,
at
but
this
you know
Phoenix
what?
Wright
I
is
gotta
like-
check.
On
Phoenix
Twitch.
Wright has not been part of the title since the first one.
Wait, really?
Maybe
Yeah, it's
even.
Hmm.
No, Wikipedia says Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, but what does the actual cover say? Hold on.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Twitch insisted, but I
Okay, the cover says Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies.
He's
They
back.
just have a subtitle.
They were like, "We're sorry. Come back. We brought him back. We'll put him back in the title."
yeah,
We
one
blew up Apollo. Don't worry.
We blew up
Oh my God.
Apollo.
one Benbow one says they're all Phoenix Wright except for Apollo. So it's not. I think you're
Wow.
thinking
I think
about
that is
Japan.
right.
You're thinking about Japan where it's just
Oh.
Ace Attorney or whatever.
Gyakuten.
Gyakuten Saiban.
Well, it's Turnabout
Gyakuten
Courtroom.
Saibon. Yeah.
L Train, thank you for the 20 bits. Sky cars are fine until you start getting calls about your Sky cars elevated warranty. Oh, I think you mean expiring extended warranty.
Extended warranty.
Although elevated, I get it. It's the Sky.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, brilliant.
But Marin, you should watch the Tears of the Kingdom trailer that came out most recently because it's just got this little clip of Link just on this little tractor thing,
Yeah,
just driving around. It's really funny.
very serious
I
face.
do like
Face.
seeing Link drive
Yeah.
with very serious faces.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
was like, who let this twink drive?
Who allowed this?
Is this
He
legal?
can't even see over the dashboard.
Oh, and yes, shout out to anybody outside of the US who obviously didn't have daylight savings time the same time we did. So apologies for any confusion on that count. Anyway,
Hate it.
speaking of confusion, Ace Attorney, I believe the situation is Athena is a lawyer, youngest defense lawyer. I don't know, is she the youngest?
Fuck off.
Let me
I don't know if she's like the youngest ever, but she's pretty young.
She's very young.
She's 19, and then the
Is she
other one
19 or
is
17?
Wikipedia says 19.
That might be the
then-
most recent.
Oh, I'm getting her mixed up with Clavier, probably.
Yeah.
Clavia's 17?
Well, he was.
He was
Oh.
17 when he started.
At one point, he
I
was
see.
17.
He was at some point.
No, Athena's 19 because y'all were getting weird about Athena and Juniper, and so I double checked. Juniper is 18 and Athena is 19.
Okay.
I see.
Kitui, thank you for the follow. But yes, Athena, who I believe works for Phoenix, right? At the right agency, right? Anything?
They've worked together, yeah.
Unfortunate.
They've worked together. Unfortunate.
He mentors her? Question mark. I don't-
Right.
He's not-
She's
She's
gone
not
into
fit to
court to
remember
defend her friend Juniper, is it?
Yes.
Because there was a trial involving a bomb.
Mhm.
Wait, no, explain, because like was she implicated in that trial, or was that a completely different situation?
What?
I mean, she's still on trial right now.
But wasn't that other trial about something else? Where the bomb went off?
That trial is about something else, but now we are in the trial about like who set off the bomb
Right.
and killed the one detective person.
And this is like
Candace Arm.
a day later.
Yes.
Okay, so that they were presenting a bomb in court as part of a trial as evidence, and then the bomb shockingly went off, and wasn't it inside? It was inside like a stuffed toy, right? And the stuffed toy
Yes.
had
And they were saying
fingerprints.
it was her stuffed toy.
Right.
Yeah, but it turns out it was a different stuffed toy.
Okay. And
Something like that.
and that's basically where we're at, and we're pretty sure the guy who is
Yeah.
the bomb diffuser is the guy who did it, because look at him. All right, and I'm pretty sure when I click yes, it's going to load into a cutscene. So if it does that, I apologize for the sudden cutscene. Here we go. Oh, that's loud. Hang on. All right.
Beep boop bop.
Let me know if it's too loud. Oh no, we're not in a cutscene. Okay, good. December 17th, 12:11 p.m. District Court courtroom number 4.
We are spared from the anime.
Oh no, here it is.
Where are you, Apollo?
Ah.
Trial's over for today.
He's so smug. Look at
I
him.
know you're.
He's like, I've got a man who bought me this nice
He's like-
suit.
He's like, I set the bomb.
My question is, what did they expect? Oh, he got bopped with a rock.
He got
That's-
bopped with
Yeah.
a rock.
He had a roof fall on him, and then he had a rock.
Yeah.
Bop, bop,
The
bop,
fire
bop
was
with a
shooting
rock.
at him.
Sharpay came and bopped him with a rock.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
so
he
wait,
Got poisoned.
chat. Let me know if the
With the
audio.
rock.
Yeah.
Chat. Let me know if the audio was too loud there. Okay, because I know it's pretty loud on my end. I thought I did save. Okay, good. I'll override it, even though it's the same. It's not too loud. Oh, why'd you bonk me?
Ba-bonk.
Oh, because
With
of
a
Apollo.
rock.
Apollo getting bonked. That's
Bonked
right.
With a rock.
Thank you, Stella Coyote, for the bonk redeem there. All right, let's keep going. Oh, not return to title. Let's keep going. Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. Juniper also wants to ravage. Oh,
No, keep going.
no.
Yeah, keep going.
It's not okay.
Paid for you to say it, Martin.
Okay.
Some respect to the dead.
Yeah.
Avoid adept, yes. Unfortunately, the software that I'm using, it does lag a tad during the cutscenes. I mentioned this last time. In fact, one of the cutscenes, we didn't get to see half of it because of the frame rate. So I do apologize in future. Unfortunately, it's either this or watching a shitty 3DS emulator version that doesn't look nearly as good. But let me
You're not
finish.
missing anything with the
Ninja
cutscenes
Warlord,
anyway.
thank you for the 10 bits. Juniper also wants to ravage Apollo's a-hole. All right.
Nailed it.
I censored ass. That makes it all okay. December 18th, 9:34 a.m.
As long as you feel better, Martin.
District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. This isn't exactly how I envisioned... He's talking too slow. This isn't exactly how I envisioned the second day of this trial to start. But given how things ended yesterday... Good morning. Okay, everybody, we get it. You're not saying anything. Holy shit with the ellipses. The mood sure is tense. Not that that's any surprise.
We did find
I
a
mean,
dead
Apollo
boy.
did die.
He'll get better.
Holy shit.
I'm sure he'll come back in Ace Attorney 7.
Boy, today is real hard for you, isn't it, Karina? Did something happen? Are you okay?
Yes.
Oh, hey, did you read the paper this morning, boss?
Huh? The paper? That came out of left field.
You didn't read it? Then you don't know the big news. Somebody spotted an abominable snowman way up in the mountains.
Tell me you know the difference between a paper and a tabloid, Athena.
She doesn't.
I don't.
It might show up in the forest where you live, Junie.
Chances are I'll be defending that abominable snowman in the next case. No,
Yeah.
in case
Probably.
in trial 3, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you better watch out, okay? She's like, that's my,
my God.
grandma. You really should read the story for yourself. I couldn't even begin to do it justice.
Phoenix is like, yeah, right. And then it smash cuts to him reading it, crying because it's so good.
He's like, she's right. She fucked it up bad.
Justice.
They're like, oh yeah, Apollo. Huh?
I forgot about him.
You got a great butt.
Sorry, I saw the fucking. I
Yeah?
just see the fucking Phoenix Wright brontosaurus, and it just. Oh, poor Apollo. It's all my fault. Ah!
That's a hell of a sniff. Rock
That's
Rulin, thank you for
my
the
acting.
The 10 bits. Thank you, Rock Rulin. Whenever I look at the models at the bottom right now, all I think is stand user, Marin Edgeworth, stand name, soup of the day. And Mr. Snikey, thank you for resubscribing tier 1 for 21 months in a row. 21 months? Let's ace this attorney business. We're going to do our best. Thank you so much for the almost 2 years of sub there in a row, Mr. Snikey. Holy cow.
I do love a loyal sub. Thena!
Oh, Junie, what was I thinking? I'm so sorry.
Thank you for the head pat there, oh, Wildfire Vivi.
Do it again.
What we found yesterday. This thing
He's
we
still
found.
Just pick up the rock and
Did they
do
just
it
left
again.
him?
Somebody dropped this.
They're like, they didn't even double tap.
What is this creature?
Was not Apollo's dead body, thank goodness. Oh, were we supposed to think he was dead? He'd been
He's
assaulted.
got too much plot armor.
He'd been assaulted by someone with a blow to his head and was lying unconscious. We rushed
Yeah,
into
he's got like 5 other backstories they haven't even revealed yet, so he's not gonna die.
Yeah.
we rushed him to the hospital right away, and it looks like he's gonna pull through. But it was still quite a shock to stumble onto a scene like that.
Good thing he doesn't have any brain to damage.
Is Miss Woods all right, Athena?
Well, I managed to get her to stop crying. Now she's resting on that sofa over there.
I guess she really feels responsible for what happened to Apollo.
Poor Junie. Apollo's fine, though. She believes that the reason Apollo was attacked is because he was helping her look for something in that courtroom.
Oh? Guess I can see why she'd think that. By the way, how are you doing?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. I know you're concerned about Miss Woods, but are you all right?
Fuck me.
Me? I'm doing just fine, boss. I mean, yeah, it was a huge shock, but I'm alright. People who have studied analytical psychology are great at times like these. After all, they've learned how to control their own emotions too.
Somehow, I don't think it's as easy as she makes it sound.
I wish that were true. Yeah.
Right?
But there's no denying she's a real trooper. Apollo doesn't remember a thing, does he?
I don't know why I keep forgetting that I'm her.
Did I just give up and be Athena?
No. I'll manage eventually.
You're like perky young girl.
I
Must
just-
be Marin.
Yeah, I just forget I'm her literally in the middle of a conversation. I don't know why. Yeah, he can't recall anything from the time right before he was assaulted. Nothing about what he was doing in courtroom number 4 or who assaulted him.
Verdegree says, I saw a video of a lawyer who studied psychology play this part, and he laughed so much he was almost crying.
Yeah.
Oh, did I skip a line? I'm sorry.
No, I think I said it.
Oh, okay.
The doctor said it's probably due to that hit he took to the head. What else would it be?
Yeah. Just general depression.
I
Yeah,
have a theory.
he just forgot. And then you happen to be hit on the head.
I just fell down from sadness.
Assaulted in a court of law and losing your memory at that. I know how that feels.
But who in the world would do such a thing, huh, Mr. Wright?
Carmen Sandiego.
Ugh, just wait till I get my hands on the coward who hurt our Apollo.
Oh, that's true. Demon Cross points out that's no longer an issue because we have a text log. I keep forgetting.
True. Oh yeah. It's such a handy feature, too.
Oh my god.
It's something they really should have implemented before.
Yeah. Now, Athena. I thought you said you were in control of your emotions. Let's just focus on helping Miss Woods, okay? But I admit, I'm just as pissed as you.
Okay, boss. You're right. Apollo's assailant can wait until after we clear Junie's name, and then we'll just forget about Apollo.
Fuck that
Okay.
guy.
Like he forgot about us.
Yay.
We'll just bonk each other on the head with rocks. That's the spirit of justice? Now let's see. I'd better check the court record one more time before the trial starts. Good point, actually, because I haven't played in a good while. We've got the badge, we've got the autopsy report, cause of death, trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object, time of death between 8 and 11 a.m. We've got the bomb that was hidden inside the elephant, who is the rival to the other one, right? They have a rivalry.
Rap Riney.
Phony Fanti versus Bum Rap Riney, right? Yeah. And then we got missing remote switch, which nobody knows who's got it, and presumably if we find it, that will implicate somebody. And the bomb transport case, which they used to catch Slimer in Ghostbusters.
Yes.
How do I close this fucking thing? There we go. I checked the court record one more time. If memory serves, when I have more than 6 pieces of evidence, I get very confused.
Same.
I should be able to switch pages with this panel in my brain.
Earth to Mr. Wright. I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, let's get ready to rumble. That guy gets paid like $1 million every time he says that.
Damn.
I wish I did.
You bet. How much do I get paid for saying that?
Yeah.
Shit.
Fuck.
With-
When'd you pass the bar, Athena?
You child.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
With everything that happened with Apollo, I didn't have time for a proper investigation, and I also didn't care.
Uh-oh.
I can't let that stop me, though. Not caring hasn't stopped me before. I have to get this right for Miss Woods' sake, and Apollo's too.
Just add him on at the last second.
If Yu-Gi-Oh! And
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright have proven anything, it's that adding holograms to things makes them better.
What if What if Yami Yugi got fucking arrested for one of his shadow games and was represented by Phoenix Wright? And
Oh
then,
my
like,
God.
I really hope we get
Yeah.
a scene where Maya and Yugi meet and they transform into Yami and Mia and they talk to each other. December 18th, 9:50 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 5. Oh shit, I forgot about the door animation. It's so cool.
Oh yeah.
Day 2. Court is now in session. All rise.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Juniper Woods.
Oh, this guy.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is also ready, Your Honor.
Now then, I believe I instructed the prosecution to further their investigation. Were you able to locate the remote switch in question?
I'm afraid the remote switch is still missing, Your Honor.
I must say I'm disappointed, Mr. Payne. Not angry, just disappointed.
That's
all right, Dad.
That's the judge's reaction anytime he loses the remote. He's like, I'm just disappointed.
In myself, really.
I don't know what I expected.
I apologize, Your Honor.
Aha! Looks like the prosecution is just as unprepared as I am.
Finally.
Yeah, sure, I gotta take his wins where he can get him.
I do like how pink his tie is in this game, though.
Me too.
There is a separate matter, however, that I would like to bring up during this trial.
A separate matter, you say? And what might that be?
I assume you are aware there is
Yeah?
Hang on, I can read. I assume you are aware that another incident occurred during yesterday's trial.
These trials just keep stacking incidents on top of each other.
That's why they can only be 3 days.
Too dangerous.
So many.
I'm speaking, of course, of the assault on Mr. Justice in the ruins of courtroom number 4.
Uh-oh. Why is he bringing that up? Awkward.
Yes, what a truly harrowing experience it must have been. Poor Mr. Justice.
At the time of the attack, Mr. Justice was not alone.
Justice, son.
He was with the defendant, Ms. Juniper Woods. That's how we say it, right, Ms.
He isn't going where I think he's going with this. Is he? Oh, is he saying they're smooching?
The prosecution wishes to indict Ms. Woods
Oh!
on the charge of Mr. Justice's assault.
Oh my god. Juniper Woods needs to be stopped.
She's almost a serial murderer at this
He's a
point.
menace.
I love the wide shot of Payne's bald spot.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the incident under deliberation here is the courtroom bombing. The assault on Mr. Justice has nothing to do with this trial.
Citation
We don't
needed,
care
Mr.
about
Payne.
But I believe there is a connection between this case and Mr. Justice's assault. Please take a moment to consider these facts. Both events occurred in courtroom number 4.
Oh, well, that proves it.
It's adding up. This is the courtroom. No, wait. This is the location. In courtroom number 4, where the unconscious Mr. Justice was discovered.
Hey,
As you
Jay.
can see, it's quite close to where Detective Arma's body was found. In the same room, I should add.
Okay.
The facts are adding up.
Courtroom number 4 diagram added to the court record. So we have, I like the little image. I guess that's Apollo lying down in the image.
He's like reaching.
He's like, I have a question. And I'm unconscious.
Help.
Are you alright?
The question, yes, I'm just very tired. It's daylight savings time, even in Japan-California, as we were discussing earlier.
Right.
The question is, why did the culprit feel the need to maliciously attack Mr. Justice?
Why indeed? What do you believe their motive to be, Mr. Payne?
Mr. Justice, I believe Mr. Justice was found something in that courtroom while Ms. Woods was with him. I'm very tired.
If you have played Destiny,
No
by the way,
worries.
you can see that Marin has just as much cringe as Nimbus.
Eat my butt. Like, oh, could eat this ass.
Famous
Somebody
Nimbus
said-
line.
Yeah, hang on. Somebody sent me this. Martin showed it to me, and then somebody else sent me it, so I know it's appropriate. Oh, I have to log into Tumblr. to
Is
see
it-
It's
Let's
something
focus.
about
Maybe we could focus on
grabbing
this.
grabbing my ass, and I'm all out of ass to grab or something. Speaking of ass, evidence that fingered her as
Oh,
the
God,
perpetrator of the
Jesus.
bombing.
Christ.
You stop that.
You mean he found some incriminating evidence?
Precisely. And so I surmise that the defendant picked up a piece of rubble and hit Mr. Justice on the back of the head in order to silence him.
Duskbringer 13, thank you for the 10 bits. Must ask, which enemy unit is the one you dislike most dealing with? While I don't like Tormentors, Shrieker can go straight to Hiffle. Enemy unit, I'll be honest, I don't know the game well enough to be able to name them, let alone describe them. I'll tell you what I don't like, though. I don't like those ones that run at you and blow up. Any of the ones that run at you and blow up, they could fuck off.
Objection!
Here we go. Nimbus holding a whole fire team of guardians and flipping off the haters who think they're cringe. Yeah? And what of it? My hands are full and my ass is fat. You fucking wish you were me.
There you go.
There you go.
Junie would never do such a thing.
Are you okay? What happened?
Yep.
Are you
dropped
okay?
something, it's fine.
What?
Hello?
Something fell down.
Okay.
My ass was too fat.
Was it Apollo?
No.
And your hands are too full.
My hands were
Was
too
he
full. My ass was
poisoned?
too fat.
It was poison.
Too much
Your hands are too fat. Your ass is too full.
Yeah. Oh God. I need a doctor.
Okay. Okay.
She
Okay.
was devastated when we found Apollo hurt like that.
Hey, phrasing!
Thank you, Vampiro, for cashing in your phrasing redeem.
Miss Sykes, please control your outburst.
It is the prosecution's belief that by deliberating on Mr. Justice's assault, we will draw ever closer to the truth of the courtroom bombing itself.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, that's a massive assumption, not just because you don't know, but, like, the only way it's not a huge waste of the court's time is if you are right. And
My
this...
ass is fat.
Okay.
And you know what they say about asses and assumptions.
Yes. They're fat.
Very well, your ass
Recipe.
is fat, so. Miss Woods is hereby officially indicted on the charge of assaulting Mr. Justice.
What? Why are you listening to Mr. Toupee over there? Although, considering our conversation yesterday,
Maybe she did do it.
I think Apollo might have figured something out.
huh, wonder what it was.
He told me, I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper.
That's how she hears him.
Yeah.
He's so manly.
Maybe the two incidents really are related after all.
I would like to start by hearing from the defendant herself.
Very well. Bailiff, please bring Miss Woods to the witness stand.
There she is.
Ooh, goo.
She coughed.
I'm sorry. I can't seem to stop.
Get a huff of that flower.
Yeah, boy.
Miss Woods. Guess she's still really upset about Apollo. Get over it.
Fine.
He is boy. He's a little boy.
Ms. Woods, you went to the ruins of courtroom number 4 with Mr. Justice, did you not?
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. Do you think she smashed his head because he turned her down for a pegging session?
Well, that would be quite rude.
That would be very rude.
Just let's take the time to PSA. Do not do that if
Do not do
anyone
that.
turns you down.
Do not do that.
Don't smash anyone's head, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes, I did not smash anyone's head.
Good, good. If you would then please testify about what happened to the court.
All right. Hey, Psychic Space Cow, good to see you. Witness testimony alone with Apollo.
During the trial yesterday, I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me, and we went to the courtroom ruins together.
Protoss103, thank you for the 10 bits. All I heard was smash head.
But then I was called back to this courtroom to give testimony. Apollo insisted on staying behind in courtroom number 4. I swear, I didn't attack Apollo. Why would I ever hurt such a kind person?
Did you play his game?
That's the contradiction, where Phoenix is like, kind, I don't think so.
He's a little shit, all right?
So Mr. Justice stayed by your side while you were feeling unwell? What an admirable young man. I thought his loud voice was his only outstanding feature.
Damn.
I like to think that the judge has like a Rolodex of all the different people who work at the court, and everybody else has like really sort of more vivid descriptions or like closer connections. He has better descriptions of who they are, and then next to Apollo's name it just says loud voice.
Yeah, loud guy.
Loud guy.
Short question mark?
Always yelling at me.
Needs to calm down.
He may look like a little imp at times, but Apollo can be really nice too.
Oh.
Little imp.
Man, he's not even here.
Apollo is just
He's
like,
fucking dead.
that man is dead.
He may look like a little imp. I wonder what she says in Japanese about him. I hope she didn't hurt her wrist backhanding that one out. This
We've
game's
all
good.
been
What are you on
there,
about?
Yeah, Marin.
We're on case 1, buddy.
Just you wait.
You don't know why Apollo has a sty.
Keep pigs in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got me.
Well, one has to wonder. Why did Mr. Justice stay behind in the ruins?
Protoss, thank you for the 10 bits. Apollo game was that bad? It was bad. Why do you think they brought back Mr. Right? Oh, well, everybody has opinions.
Oh. I think Apollo might have figured something out.
I rather enjoyed Apollo Justice overall. Ending was a little bit like, but I had a fun time playing it.
I just think the characters are great in Apollo
Yeah.
Justice. It's the
I will
plots that are
defend them
questionable.
forever.
So, yeah, same.
I liked the characters and I liked the stuff it added to the story arc, but I did not like the game.
Yeah. I just like that. I think what really makes the game for me is just the cutscene where Clavier's guitar catches on fire.
Yeah, and he's
The
like
creamsicle.
super orange.
Yeah, yeah, and where he's extremely orange. Like
Yeah,
that
icon.
cutscene just makes the rest of the game tolerable.
Yeah.
Good thing we have to watch it 80,000 times.
And I loved it every time.
Exactly.
I clapped.
I could have handled it more. Something. What kind of something?
Shit, I had something I wanted to say about Apollo Justice, and now I think it's gone. I mean, no, what I wanted to say was, I really enjoyed what they were doing with Phoenix, but I also kind of resent it because now with this game, it just sort of feels like it was a different character. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
That-
they retcon so much.
yeah. It's a
Yeah, I
shame
wish
because that
that-
was interesting.
all the flashing back that they did with Athena, like if they had even 75% of that been Athena and then 25% of that been like Phoenix Wright being like, man,
Yeah.
remember when I was an asshole and
Yeah.
I had 2 sugar
Just
daddies?
anything more than just he puts on the suit and he's better, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Clavier comes in and is like, man, remember when I destroyed your career, you piece of shit? Let me fucking step
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah,
And Phoenix
anything.
Wright is like,
And,
oh,
and then
no.
and then Phoenix and Clavier make out. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they talk about their shared angst.
Kristoff jumps
Oh.
out of a closet and bonks them both on the head and it's like, tee hee.
And he's like, yeah.
Got him again.
Directly at the camera.
He looks at the camera, he's like, ain't I a stinker? And was fucking... Ninja
all a
Warlord.
dream.
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. Are you going to play the Killer Whale DLC for Dual Destinies? Try and stop me.
Yes. Marin hasn't played it.
Never.
I'm so excited to play that case.
Something to do with the courtroom bombing sign of something, I think.
That's old news.
It was yesterday.
Yeah, old news for this court system. Oh, new evidence for the case, was it? That's a very big kind of something indeed.
I'm hot. I believe so. He mentioned looking for some evidence when I was called away.
Objection!
Oh, shit.
Just as I thought, there is a connection between the 2 incidents.
Payne has like the voice of a lizard man from He-Man or something.
Yeah.
Objection!
He is a lizard man. from
Protoss,
He-Man.
thank you for the 10 bits. Very annoying that Wright accidentally used false evidence and gets in trouble for it while Edgeworth does that all the time and nothing bad happens to him. Yeah, but he's Edgeworth.
It's because Edgeworth is hot.
He could talk his way out of
Yeah.
Have you seen that ass crack?
Yeah.
You got a great butt.
They were about to
flashes
punish
it.
Edgeworth for it, but then they were like, oh, but
He
the ass
turned-
crack.
He turned around and was like, cocked his hip a little bit and was like, are you sure?
check
And they were like, damn it.
You got us again, Edgeworth.
He did do no wrong.
Those fucking pants are tailored perfectly. God, I just want to.
it. Okay.
I think I remember something about like reading something about how like tailored men's pants, like you're not supposed to keep your hand in the pocket because it gives that effect.
Because
But
it pulls it into your
figure-
ass.
Yeah, but that figure specifically has his hand in his
Hoo-ha.
pocket.
Hoo-ha.
He knows what he's doing.
Hoo-ha.
He's at the lawyer conference trying to get some ass.
Yeah.
Ninja,
Cruising at the lawyer conference again.
Ninja Warlord, thank you for cashing in your star chips for a hoo-ha. And X the Blader X, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 11 months, almost a whole year there, X the Blader X. I really do appreciate the support. Thank you. Thank you so much. Pain. I'm not saying the character name, I'm just letting you know what I'm feeling right now.
Ah,
But the defendant has told a very big lie, Your Honor.
Oh,
What lie is that? I wasn't paying attention.
I was thinking about Edgeworth with his little butt cheek pushed out.
Little.
He's like, well, can you withstand this?
You know, it's like when women have like those amazing push-up bras and they have like no boobies and then they go from like no boobies to like amazing boobies. That's Edgeworth. He like gets the fucking like beautiful little jockstrappy kind of lifty underwear and like he's got
like the elastic under.
yeah. Yeah, and if he really wants to play the system, maybe he'll even wear the padded ones, you know, like the shapers. He's like that's what he calls himself, Nicki. That's the days he calls himself Nicki Minaj. I'm sorry. I'm very tired. When she learned Mr. Justice would be looking for evidence, she attacked him
She attacked him to give herself the chance to destroy that evidence. No, I never.
What?
Ms. Woods repaid Mr. Justice's kindness with violence.
Oh,
We found the proof of her foul deed there in the courtroom ruins. Who
Now-
the fuck did that?
now, if it's an Ace Attorney game and they write somebody's name, it's never the thing that they're actually
Oh, yeah.
writing.
Well, it was. It wasn't there when we saw it.
Right. He was just trying to let everybody know his favorite wrestler was Xavier Woods. What on earth?
Like they need to know.
They need to know I'm a huge New Day mark.
And they came out in the Dragon Ball Z outfits. Did you see it? There, in front of Mr. Justice's right hand. Witness the message he left us.
They're like his dying message. It's written in blood. I've never seen this before.
Now wait, didn't they say the abominable snowman was in the woods?
Drew.
He was
Oh,
trying
shit.
to tell us about
Drew.
The abominable
He
snowman.
tell them about what was in the news this morning.
He bonked him on the head.
WOODS? Are these letters?
What are these?
What are these symbols? I don't understand. Why isn't that?
Alex, thank you for continuing the gift sub you got from Ryrie Krika.
Oh, we're so close to a hype train. We've got 20 seconds. Nimbus hype train. It's not gonna happen. That's right, Your
You're
Honor.
not manifesting very hard. There.
20 seconds. Come on.
You guys have 5 seconds. Hurry!
Oh God, Nimbus! That's right, Your Honor. It says Woods in the capital letters.
Can't confirm.
What?
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. I choose to believe that Marin refused to voice Nimbus unless Bungie increased the size of their butt just for you, Marin. That's not the case.
Oh man, I
was the
should
balls.
share. I should share that fucking tweet that I found. That somebody tagged me.
L Train, thank you for the 100 bits. Hype, thank you for chugging us into that hype train. She's a Rebel 927, thank you also for the 100 bits. Choo choo indeed, let's get that hype train going. And Reggie for thank you for resubscribing with Prime for 6 months. I do appreciate it. We are 69% of the way through a level 1 hype train. Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. All right.
What?
Wait.
I submit that Mr. Justice left us with the name of his attacker right before he fainted.
How do you possibly get hit? Oh, I guess he lost consciousness after a few minutes or something. Okay.
Owie, I better write this down.
Or I forget.
No, that can't be true. Why would Apollo write my name?
It makes sense that the character whose superpower is perception would get jumped from behind. Apollo is shown collapsed on the floor. The bloody writing is also visible. All right.
He's like visions zoomed in on their hands holding the rock.
He's like,
"Hey,
where's
you're
the
not gonna-"
sweat?
Mr. Wright, the nerve of him leaving that message. Why would he do this?
What a dick.
Immediately
asshole.
blames Apollo.
When
Yeah,
I
that
said
seems like something
about
he
him
would do.
earlier being nice, I take that back.
That little imp
I was
motherfucker.
lying.
He's just an imp.
Hey, don't take it out on me. I don't understand it any more than you do.
He's like, I also think he's an asshole.
When we discovered Apollo yesterday. Apollo.
You good, buddy?
No, 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 no.
Ah!
I love that screaming goat video.
Samwise, thank you for the 100 bits. Just like how Maya killed Mia, and Mia wrote Maya's name. Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
That definitely happened.
We didn't even have a chance to rush over to him. Why the fuck not? What happened?
We didn't have a chance because we didn't care.
They were the only ones
We
there.
got distracted. By
Oh no,
something
he fell
cooler.
down. Well, alright.
As soon as security heard Athena's scream, they ran in and cordoned off the area. A girl
Yeah,
is
it
screaming,
was like,
bring the
"Ah."
equipment.
They're just used to women screaming at this point.
Yeah.
After that, they were in the courtroom number 4 with Apollo the whole time. We couldn't investigate anything ourselves and had to leave everything to the police. Still, I never thought they would find some bloody writing there.
Yeah, because it's never happened. Now then, please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
All right. Cross-examination. Alone with Apollo. So, are there a lot of people who ship Apollo with this character? Is that a popular ship?
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
I don't think it's really like super popular.
It's not
but-
thriving.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright is for the queers.
I understand. I understand.
Like, there are straights in the fandom, but they are the minority.
Are we pressing?
I would say it's popular among straight people, which is not that many people.
There aren't that many straights, to be honest.
Are we pressing?
Well, the Ace Attorney fandom on Twitter, at least. I think we're pressing.
Okay.
Shove her.
Erikios, thank you for the 100 bits. Fueling that hype train. Choo-choo indeed. 88% of the way through a level 1 hype train there. Thank you.
Nimbus!
Nimbus.
Hold it!
You gotta
Hold the
get
fuck
one
up.
level of hype train for every foot of Nimbus.
Do you always cough when you get nervous, Miss Woods?
Yes.
Mr. Wright, please do not make Miss Woods nervous by pressing her so ruthlessly.
But that barely even qualified as a quasi-question.
Let's help her relax with a little small talk before we dive into the cross-examination.
Oh, you're good, Stolas. We've not really made much progress in this section. What have we done? We've basically just gone back into court, haven't we? We started cross-examining.
Yeah, we made fun of Apollo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot of it.
You know, ask her about her hobbies and her crushes and stuff.
Okay. Her crushes? Really? I don't know about this.
Want her to admit she likes me on the record. Toyo stayed with us.
Why exactly did you go to the courtroom ruins?
We went to look for my medicine to stop my coughing.
Unfortunately, yeah, the hype train did die before it got to the station, but thank you for trying, folks.
No! Nimbus!
Just like Apollo.
Your medicine? Why would your medicine be in courtroom number 4? Was it evidence? Oh.
I dropped it in the heat of the moment. Bum Rep Riney. He was keeping my medicine safe for me.
Bum Rap Riney is crammed full of cocaine.
He has a little compartment that I can put cocaine in, you see.
Jesus, no. And Phony Fanty has the same type of cocaine pocket. That's where the bomb was inserted.
Oh, the cocaine bomb!
It's meant to be used for cocaine. But they used a bomb.
Man, just you explode a bag of cocaine in a room where people are just breathing.
That was a misuse of Phony Fanty.
Misappropriation of Phony Fanty's cocaine pocket.
Is that the new Chuck Tingle book?
Yes, misappropriated in the butt by
Oh.
Yeah,
Phony
in this
Fanty.
universe.
I had put my medicine for my coughing fits inside Bum Rap Riney.
Bum Rap.
When I told Apollo about it, he said he'd help me go look for him. There was so much rubble in there. I was worried, but
Audio Dragon 51, thank you for the 500 bits there. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Audio Dragon. Thank you.
there was no rubble or anything in front of the witness stand. So when we got inside, Apollo went straight there.
And Audio Dragon, thank you again for the second 500 bits. I appreciate that. Doubling down, thank you.
And started looking for my Rhiney in that area. It was so nice of him to do that for me, in spite of all his injuries.
Oh,
Apollo is so strong and kind, just like the trees of the forest.
there's those woods again. That's where the snowman is. No. The Azel Margie, thank you for the 10 bits. Ah, dang it, I keep forgetting about Ace Attorney Sundays. Do we still all hate Athena? I think she's a cool lady. I mean, I don't hate her yet.
Hey,
We have
thanks for the
varying
super
opinions.
special awesome
We have an
gift.
Yeah.
eclectic number of
Which
opinions.
is okay.
Vampiro, thank you for gifting a sub to a tier 3 sub to Stolus99 for 24 months there. Holy cow.
None of us have fully unleashed upon Athena yet. How about that?
The way she makes him sound, you'd think Apollo was some kind of ancient god.
Get it, everybody?
Yeah.
Winks and
Oh,
nods.
wait.
So that's why you went to the ruins. I see. That seems to be quite an important fact. Please add it to your testimony, Miss Woods.
Fine.
All right.
Apollo started looking for bum rap Rhiney near the witness stand where there was no rubble.
I'm guessing we
Maybe
can
let's
present
look at the diagram.
the
'Cause I'm pretty
diagram.
sure there's rubble everywhere.
Rubble everywhere.
Yeah.
Woods. All right. Present.
Objection!
Check that out.
You stupid bitch.
They drew it on a piece of paper, so it must have been there.
It must be true.
So he started his search with the witness stand, you say?
That's right. I guess maybe he wanted to start from the furthest point in the room. He was being so brave and strong.
But that's odd. He's neither of those things. Under the
I
cir-
don't think you were there with Apollo at all.
Mean.
he's an imp. Under the
He
circumstances,
pissed at me yesterday.
under the circumstances, he shouldn't have been capable of that.
But he was, and he still is.
Okay.
He might not look it, but he really is brave and kind too. Oh my god.
Oh, a little sarcastic head shake. No, that's not the part I'm finding fault with. Someone has a crush on Apollo.
All right, writers.
What you are claiming is something that no one should have been able to do. Like
I hate it
him.
when writers like shove their straight agenda down my throat. You know what I mean? It's
know.
like, we get it.
Yeah.
You like men and women together. And it's just really tiring. I'm just so tired of politics being in my game about the law.
I need
know?
like a laugh track
Yeah.
button.
You know what I'm kind of imagining this was like was you know that part in The Office where it's Aaron and Andy go look for like the leads at the dump.
Yes.
but like she gives him her coat.
Oh. Oh,
That's what I imagine
that's funny.
Juniper and Apollo being like.
And then it ends in failure.
But I should think that anyone can be brave and kind if they wanted to be, Mr. Right?
Samwise, thank you for the 100 bits. Junie likes Apollo. Nobody likes Apollo. True, anyone can be brave and kind. But if you would please take a look at this diagram, I'll show why being a lawyer is the coolest thing to be. With this,
Right here by Apollo where it says stupid and dumb.
with the courtroom in this state, how is it possible to walk up to the witness stand? I mean, it's two-dimensional.
Oh!
I see your point. The rubble blocks off access to the area around the witness stand.
Vampiro, thank you for the 10 bits. Look at this diagram. And Stella Coyote, thank you for the 50 bits. Haven't seen this much thirst since Lanny's chat over the cast of Hi-Fi Rush.
Who are we thirsting over?
I don't know.
Are we just thirsting in general?
I think maybe Juniper is thirsting for Apollo? I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because I could start talking about Glavier if you want to thirst, but... Oh, speaking of thirst,
Huh? Does such a tiny inconsistency even matter? Perhaps the witness is simply misremembering it.
The witness. Great, now I'm not so sure it matters.
A real man doesn't make mountains out of molehills, you know.
But that's precisely what Mr. Wright does best.
I'm enjoying the sass in the game. Everybody is sassy today.
No one takes him seriously.
I call slander, Your Honor.
He came back from his flop era, and everyone's just like,
I
I know what you did.
It's
We
so-
know who you were.
Oh, the Azelmarga, thank you for the 10 bits. I wonder what Winston Payne is up to during this part of the series.
We'll find out.
I guess we'll find out, apparently. Phoenix right here, if the judge had said that shit about flop era Phoenix would have been like, do you want to die today, motherfucker? Instead of, I call slander.
Well,
I
yeah, he's
do-
a lawyer now.
I do miss the Phoenix Wright that gives no shits about the
Yeah,
consequences.
that was so. I mean, it was frustrating in a narrative sense, but it was really cool when Phoenix in that first case just was like, "I'm taking over. I could do
Yeah.
anything."
Honest
I
fuck.
would love if they kept like some of the flop era Phoenix,
Yeah.
even with back as a lawyer,
Some,
just to
yeah.
be doing some like slightly shady shit.
Yeah.
I would have loved
He
that,
needs
but
that.
they went like 100% back to vanilla Phoenix.
Yeah, now he's just like 100% bottom, whereas before he had like 25% top energy.
It was like power bottom, you know.
Yeah.
But now he's just like whiny bottom again.
Raining in my heart bottom instead of
Bum rap Phoenix.
So, was it really impossible to approach the witness stand? I have to say, it's a bit hard to tell with any accuracy just from this diagram. Mr. Payne, do you have any other photos of the crime scene?
The bailiff whose 5-year-old drew the diagram is very upset.
Let me see, Your Honor. Yes, I have one more. Here it is. It's a more pulled back version of the photo I presented before.
Pull back that virgin.
God damn it.
He's right there in the photo.
That little virgin imp.
that little virgin imp.
Apollo's assault
Man,
photo.
all the Klapalo shippers are so mad we're calling
Hoo-ha.
him
Oh, I'm so sorry. The boy did that. Thank you for cashing in your hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
Clavier probably keeps him a virgin just to laugh at him.
Jesus. Apollo's assault photo. Apollo is shown collapsed on the floor. The bloody writing is also visible. The photo's updated. I guess it's just zoomed out now.
Awesome.
I don't see much difference.
Well, look at the. Oh no.
Huh? What's that hunk of metal on wheels? Mr. Payne, is the metallic object in that photo Mr. Tonate's bomb transport case? Can I put cocaine in there?
That's right. Is there some problem?
Ah, yes. That transport case was there in courtroom number 4 when the bomb went off. I heard it was full of cocaine. I must have been there ever since.
That explains everybody's crazy attitude. Just a bomb of cocaine went off in the court.
Oh, that's it.
She masks a yawn by pretending to be worried.
Oh my god.
Miss Woods, have you remembered something?
Yeah. I just realized. Its position. It's different from before.
Its position. The position of what? Edgeworth? Am I topping?
No.
Calm down.
What's going on?
Position of that big metal thing.
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. The case was full of cocaine. Keyword being was.
I'm so disappointed in myself that I haven't touched the Pegging Cinematic Universe at all in like months.
You've been busy. Things
It's
have been
true.
happening.
I'm a
Life.
disappointment though. The judge is disappointed in me.
The bomb transport
Just
case.
schedule another writing night soon.
Yes. Yes. When Apollo and I went there, it was in a different place. Where the case is in the photo was open space, so it was easy to search the stand.
I see. So where was the transport case when you and Mr. Justice saw it?
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
As I recall, I think it was more to the right.
You let me know if you get too tired, Marion. We don't have to go the full 3 hours.
Let's see.
To the right? Then that means... In that case, the case was over there at the time of Apollo's attack?
Who cares where the transport case was when? What difference does it make? It has nothing at all to do with what we were talking about.
Where the transport case has everything to do with this discussion. In fact, it's so important that it's enough to turn the prosecution's argument on its ear.
What?
Wow, that certainly sounds very relevant indeed. And you sound as though you know where the case was at the time of the attack.
Nope. Oh, yes, Your Honor. The diagram... The diagram represents the crime scene, as shown in the photo. And
Your
this...
version was more realistic for the character, Martin.
This is where the transport case was at the time of the assault on Mr. Justice.
It's over the woods.
All right, I have this. The bomb transport case was here at the time of Apollo's attack. So wait, does this mean that the guy waited for Apollo to stand in front of Woods and then clocked him?
We'll find out.
Okay. The Azulmaga, thank you for the 10 bits. I will say I do like how the objection music is the Trials and Tribulations song again. Oh. That's cool. Yeah, on the woods, I guess. Oh, it's a touchscreen situation, I see.
Ah, yes.
There. Your Honor, I assert that this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault.
But that's...
That's inconceivable.
Miss Woods, was this where the transport case was when you saw it?
Yes. Yeah.
The hell?
Everybody's just being dramatic right now. That's where it was.
Everybody's what?
Everybody's being dramatic right now.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Miss Woods. I'm sure the court has noted an interesting fact about this position.
The transport case covers up the writing in blood.
Exactly. If the transport case was in that position at the time of the assault, then no message could have been written there because the case was in the way. Which leads us to conclude that Mr. Justice couldn't have left that bloody writing.
Objection!
Why should we believe the defendant's claim that the case was in a different position? She's obviously lying.
Objection!
The fact that the case was moved after the assault on Mr. Justice is proved by more than Miss Wood's testimony alone.
What? And where is this proof you're talking about?
It's right here in the crime photo.
I'm keen to see this proof myself, Mr. Wright.
What? Oh,
What in this photo indicates that the transport case was moved after the assault?
the tracks, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I've got to move the pointer. Here we go. Check it out.
I think want to do it like where it is on his bandages.
Oh,
There you
good point.
Take that!
Please take a look at the mark that runs over Mr. Justice's bandages here.
I see it, but what is it?
This mark was made by one of the casters from the transport case carrying the bomb. As the case was moved, it ran over his bandages. In other words, the transport case was originally to the right of Mr. Justice, but it's become a centrist. Then, after Mr. Justice was assaulted, the transport case was moved.
Oh, what?
Just as Miss Wood said, the case was covering the writing at the time of the assault. Therefore, it was impossible for Mr. Justice to have left that message in blood.
No.
Oh, he's pointing.
You did it, boss. It's a real nail biter, but you pulled it off.
No, don't bite your nails, you'll get poisoned.
Or shot. Not sure.
Yep, that should bring down the prosecution's claim like a house of cards.
He's like, see, I'm still in my flop era a little bit. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, that was a very clever deduction.
How did you do
However,
that?
did you make it up?
Ah, it was nothing, Your Honor. Nothing but pure genius. Take that. Oh, yeah, I'm the man. Come on, Phoenix, yeah.
Boss, I'm sensing a definite smug and braggy vibe coming off of you.
I'm sensing something coming off of you. I'm not gonna say it.
Baby, baby!
I have just one question, Mr. Wright.
Thank you for cashing in your baby redeem there, Vampiro. Yes, Your Honor?
If Mr. Justice didn't leave this message in blood, then who did?
Well, he's a total imp. He probably did do it. I mean,
That's one of his imp powers.
that's such an imp thing. Classic imp.
He does
He's
it
got
all
real
the
imp
time
vibes,
at
Your
the
Honor.
office.
He's writing stuff in blood all the time. He's like, get more milk. Oh, okay.
Just the office walls just say, I'm fine in blood everywhere.
I hate my
We get
job.
it. You're fine. Huh?
I will have the spaghetti
What?
with a side salad.
Okay.
If the salad is on top, I send it back.
Thank you, the Tetzman, for cashing in your if the salad is on top, I send it back.
Oh.
Well, looks like I should have taken that train of thought through to the last station.
Well. That's 5 wells. I've heard a lot about this. So this is Mr. Wright's famous bluffing technique, is it?
Oh, his brother's been talking about him. Is it brother?
Yes.
Okay.
Ah, this feeling. It brings back memories of the old days.
Nostalgia.
Back when you carved out a name for yourself by bluffing your way through thick and thin. Gee, Mr. Wright. The judge kind of makes you sound no better than a 2-bit con man.
Oh. You made your argument with such confidence, Mr. Wright. Now I'd like to hear your answer with just as much confidence.
Hey, until the judge asked the question, you didn't catch on either, Buster.
What now, boss?
Hang on. Oh, he's saying he's bluffing. Is that what the reveal is? What is?
Well,
Oh, I see.
Well,
If
it's-
we don't
it's
know
that-
who wrote the message.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a me, Sandy. Thank you for the follow.
I hope you didn't bluff your way into a corner.
Oh, he's tiny. Think, Phoenix.
You gotta zoom into him.
Think, Phoenix. Think. There must be a way through this. I have to dig my way to the truth somehow.
It's like, what would Apollo do? He would just be tiny.
Yeah. Become smaller.
Who could have written that message in blood? I'm guessing The
I'm guessing
culprit?
The culprit.
I would think so.
Yeah, like, because someone else is just like, what?
It was Barney the dinosaur.
If Apollo didn't leave that bloody writing.
Maybe it was Apollo's attacker who wrote it and made it look like Apollo did it?
That seems like the most reasonable explanation.
But wait a minute. I just realized something, boss.
What is it?
Look at the amount of blood in the photo. It doesn't look like Apollo bled very much.
It
I
looks
wonder
like
if it's
there's
even possible. Oh, God.
There's like a letter missing or something.
Oh, yeah.
I think you are right. That's something that erased. I wonder if it's even possible to write out Woods with just this much.
Samwise, thank you for the 100 bits. The person who wrote the message is none other than Red Herring. Now, I'm guessing it's, I don't know. Hey, you're right! Good thing Apollo didn't lose that much blood. Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. It was me, Austin! That might be a factor in why he survived the assault.
And since there was so little blood, that pretty much rules out his attacker, huh?
I guess so. But if it wasn't his attacker, then who else could it have been? Who could have written that message in blood? I guess someone else.
Oh, I guess it's someone else. Oh, I think I remember. I think I remember, like, vaguely what happened. Now.
If it wasn't Apollo, who could have left the bloody message?
Pain. Maybe the first victim?
This one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it was her.
Okay.
Take that!
To be honest, I don't actually have any real proof of this. But I've come this far. There's no turning back now.
YOLO.
I couldn't just keep this to myself. Besides Apollo, there was one more person who shed blood at this crime scene.
A person who shed blood? You don't mean...
Oh, but I do. I believe it was the abominable snowman, Your Honor.
Oh.
I believe it was Candace Arm who left behind this message in blood.
What? What? Detective Arm? Are you sure you know what you're doing here?
Nope. Not really?
Objection!
What kind of ridiculous assertion is that? If you had said the attacker left the message to throw people off, it might have made sense.
At first glance, that would seem to be the most reasonable explanation. However, Apollo didn't shed enough blood to write such an extensive message.
Uh-oh.
Ah, I see. Even the photo makes it clear there wasn't enough blood to write all those letters. And Mr. Justice did survive. I suppose he didn't bleed very extensively in that case.
A lot of criticism of Apollo's ability to bleed. They're all like, he didn't bleed that much.
Like, dude can't even bleed.
Come on,
Do you
guys.
even bleed, bro?
But why would Detective Arm write the defendant's name? There is no connection between the two whatsoever.
And I didn't even know the lady who was killed.
I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant.
Mhm.
And then we were like, I don't care.
They had never even met each other.
That's very true. Well then, let's see. Let me come up with some other bullshit. Then maybe the intended meaning of the message is not what it appears to be.
Maybe it was all an illusion. The intended meaning?
Not what it appears to be.
Maybe the message was not intended to be Woods.
Coming from you, that's quite the bold statement, Mr. Wright. You wish to assert that this bloody writing could have some other meaning?
As if that's happened to you like 3 times now? Yes, Your Honor. Huh. For something I pulled out of a wormhole, it could turn out to be true, right? I call Edge's asshole the wormhole.
Worm's hole.
Turns out Phoenix Wright would still love Miles Edgeworth if he was a worm.
It's all coming together.
You would love that
Wait,
worm's
Phoenix
hole.
Wright is the worm.
From his hole?
It was his
Court?
own wormhole.
Oh my god. We're cracking
Wow.
open his cheeks.
No.
Ha! It clearly says woods, as anyone can plainly see. There's no worms or holes or worms holes. What other meaning could it possibly have?
The edge hole.
Oh my god.
I would love to view that.
But Candace Arm was a detective. Maybe woods only means something to the police.
Woods fuck
He
Miles
was
Edge
investigating that snowman.
Like a police scanner code, for example. Obviously, that's the language they would use to write in if they were dying.
Hold up, let me Google this.
I didn't think of that, and for good reason, because it's stupid.
Yeah.
You may have tricked his honor, but you'll never get the best of me. I have a thing for studying on the weekends, as you may have already guessed. And there is no such radio code as woods in this state, my dear Mr. Wright.
Is that a fact?
Don't look at me. I know as much as you do about police codes.
Hey, don't shame me for my lack of knowledge about police codes.
He's the hot one. He's not supposed to be smart.
Enough of this. I was quite taken with the defense's new theory.
Nice head cannon.
If they can't substantiate it with anything, then I must end things here.
No,
Headcanon's gone too far. Mr.
no.
Wright.
Please wait, Your Honor.
I can make it canon.
I can back up my sources.
Very well. But before we discuss this headcanon any further, I demand a plausible explanation. So, Mr. Wright, what is the true meaning of the bloody writing?
Well, I believe it's...
And no stalling.
Dad.
If you can't come up with an answer quickly, I will declare this discussion officially over.
Dad is being mean to me. I'm in trouble
I'm
now.
not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Alex, thank you for the resub for 2 months there. Yay, 2 months. Thanks for all the good laughs and fun content. Lots of love, LK. Well, thank you so much, sir. I do appreciate it, Alex. What other meaning? Huh?
What are they making in that lab?
I know. What other meaning could it have besides the obvious one? Maybe it means something in another language. Or maybe it's a code, which is the thing I just said. Think, Phoenix. You can do this.
You
I'm
can
doing
think.
You can
thinking.
think.
No, you've never done
Ah.
it before.
He's
It
just like
hurts.
squeezing his eyes like really tight.
I mean, I'm guessing
So wait,
guessing
look at-
this.
Can we look at it?
Can we
'Cause
look? Go ahead, Mary.
I was gonna say, what could that letter be?
Looks like a 2. 52? Wood 52?
Can we look at the transport case?
Oh, that makes sense. It's going to be a code for this.
Yeah, I believe it's that.
Okay. This one then.
Take that!
5R.
The bomb transport case? The one filled with cocaine? I've had it up to here with your shenanigans, Mr. Wright.
You gotta trust me,
Parts are
Judge.
Silly.
Take a look at the numbers on this case, Your Honor. This tweet is doing numbers, Your Honor. L10015R. Doesn't this string look vaguely familiar? I knew an
It looks like it's calling you a
L1001.
loser.
It does.
L100? What does that have to do with anything?
What could those possible numbers possibly have to do with the case at hand?
Now, please take a look at the bloody writing shown in the crime photo.
Oh, I think I see it.
That a girl. That's one on my side.
And that's what counts in court.
I have a girl here saying that's right.
Yeah. I have a girl here who is already on my side, and she agrees with me, Your Honor.
Where's your a girl?
Valid.
He's like, damn it, where is my girl? It says Woods.
I told them this bailiff should have been a girl.
Judge holds up his Genshin Impact collection, is like, I got all these girls.
Yeah, check this shit out.
Or you could say it's a horse of a different color, Your Honor.
There's horses?
I'm afraid of horses.
The first character isn't a W. It's actually an L. It is? And a 1. The next two are zeros. What?
And then they took the little bit of blood.
Oh,
and
they
connected
did.
the two.
Who the fuck wrote this? They're like, got terrible handwriting.
Oh my god. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that creative?
The true meaning behind the bloody writing isn't Miss Woods' name. It's the number engraved on this bomb transport case.
Objection!
My face.
What are you talking about? The next part doesn't make any sense. The next number is a 1, but the bloody writing says D.
Objection!
But the number on the case and the bloody writing could be made to match up quite easily. This is how the number on the transport case can be made to match the bloody writing. Fucking hell.
Like, look again.
So... Are you erasing anything?
I thought they were adding lines.
Yeah. Azel Magia, thank you for the 10 bits. Has there ever been a single dying message in a mystery series that wasn't tampered with or misleading in some way? Also, pursuit music.
Yep.
Sorry.
I mean, I think they had to erase other lines.
They
so
definitely
maybe,
added one line.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're saying that, like, someone added the line, so what would you do to show the original?
Oh,
Mm.
I see.
So
That's
I think it's erased 2 lines.
right. I understand now. This is like a Professor Layton puzzle. Please erase the third downward stroke of the W and the curved part of the D. Speaking of curved part of the D, I wonder how Edgeworth is doing.
For no reason
Let
in
me-
particular.
Let me cock my hip for you here and you can see yourself.
Wow, would you look at that? Wyosis?
Lewis? Lois. No, Your Honor. It isn't meant to be read as a word or a Family Guy quote. It's the number L10015. Which, if you take
I
away
don't see it.
which, if you take away the final R, is the exact same number that's on the bomb transport case.
Objection!
Erase 2 lines and they match up, you say? Well, I could change anything into anything else simply by erasing 2 lines. What if we erase 2 lines from your name? Would you be happy as Mr. Rye?
I'm gonna be Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, would you,
Oh.
Mr. Rye?
The only right spelling is right. D-W-I-G-H-T. Dwight.
Stop bullying him, he'll come.
Okay, I'm doing pretty well here, even though the judge is erasing letters from my name, and I think I've drawn the right conclusion. Trevi Joseph, or Trevi Joseph, thank you for the follow. Detective Arm's real message to us is the bomb transport case number. Your Honor, the 2 lines were added by the real culprit to intentionally mislead people.
What?
The original message Detective Arm left behind was the transport case number. But whoever assaulted Apollo changed the message.
You're right, boss. Then what do you suppose Detective Arm was trying to tell us?
Good question. What does this number represent?
Was she trying to warn us about the snowman?
Do you see this number here? That is my identification number. Oh. Candace Arm lost her life in the courtroom bombing. Her dying message could only have had one purpose: to confuse the hell out of us.
No.
To tell us the name of the one responsible for the bombing.
Well, don't keep us in suspense, Mr. Wright. Tell us who she was trying to name.
The culprit that the victim was trying to identify is none other than this
The
asshole.
weirdo.
Take that!
The defense wishes to indict Mr. Ted Tonate on the charge of the courtroom bombing. I'm pointing at you.
Ed Tonate?
Apparently, disabling bombs isn't Mr. Tonate's only specialty. Somehow, the victim must have realized that he was the bomber. Everybody loves the name Ted Tonate. So when she was caught in the blast, Lois, she left his bomb transport case number as her dying message. She used Mr. Tonate's own ID number to finger him for the crime.
Objection!
I want to finger somebody for the crime.
Good grief.
The crime of being too sexy. Why would anyone go out of their way to write an ID number?
Why would anyone?
Why wouldn't they simply write the person's name?
Well, she couldn't do it with a straight face, is the problem. He's got a good point there.
What do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright?
That only Detective Arm would know the answer to that. But allow me to offer a headcanon. Perhaps Detective Arm couldn't recall Mr. Tonate's name in the heat of the moment. As I recall, this was the first meeting between the two. It's entirely plausible they wouldn't have been familiar with each other.
Maybe using the ID number was a way to hide its true meaning from the real culprit, thus lowering the odds that they would erase the bloody writing.
But no matter what the reason, the important thing is the meaning behind her message. The fact remains, she wrote Mr. Tonate's ID number.
Objection!
Oh,
Now, just one moment here. There hasn't been any proof yet that it was indeed Detective Arm who wrote it. The bloody writing wasn't found during the investigation after the blast. If Detective Arm had left the message, it should have been found at that time.
Objection!
naturally Mr. Tonate hid it before anyone could discover it. And there's a simple explanation for how he was able to do so.
What?
Mr. Tonate was able to cover the message up because he's...
Oh,
He was the
weirdo.
first to find the body.
What was that? A weirdo?
Yeah.
The first person to discover the bloody writing was Mr. Tonate himself. I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body. When Mr. Tonate saw that the victim had written his ID number, he used the bomb transport case to cover up the bloody writing as a stopgap measure.
Oh, so that's why the message in blood was under the transport case.
Ah, what the hell? He didn't have enough time to try and scrub away the writing. If he didn't report the body right away, he would look sus.
The courtroom. Everyone starts clapping.
Oh, very nice. Yes, very, very good. Yeah. So those letters lived on to serve another function, making Among Us references. When Mr. Tonade used them in another incident.
Oh, the assault on Mr. Justice,
Exactly.
who died.
Yes. Mr. Tonade hit upon a plan to use the bloody writing for his own purposes. So he didn't clean it away. Instead, he made it look like Mr. Justice wrote it. I'm gonna call him Mr. Justice from now on because I don't care for his name.
Apoyo.
By adding 2 lines to the writing the Detective Arm left behind, he changed the meaning of the message. He made it look like Mr. Justice was accusing Miss Woods of the attack. Chi-Chi Wallace says, the Poyo.
So that means...
The only person who could have altered the bloody writing was the courtroom bomber, who was the same person that assaulted Mr. Justice. And that person is Ted Tonate.
Yeah.
You'll never take me alive.
Order in the court.
Dem-
Order, I say.
Demon says, isn't this like in 2027? I can imagine someone going, Amogus references in 2027?
Cringe.
All the Zoomers in the court are like, oh my god, that so takes me back.
Looks like we'll have to hear from the bomb specialist himself. Mr. Payne, please have Mr. Tonade take the witness stand.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
That was great, Mr. Wright.
Yep. Just doing what I do best, which is flying by the seat of my pants. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. I've finally drawn Mr. Tonate back onto the witness stand. Now the seduction can begin.
Oh.
Looks like you'll get your wish, Goggle Man. Now watch me take your lies apart. Who's turning off the lights? What? It was me.
Dimmer.
I know where the dimmer is.
Mr. Tonade, I'm afraid we have a few more questions for you.
I understand the situation, Your Honor. I was keeping a close eye on the proceedings from the gallery, or was I over there? Oh God, the Proto-Badger. Thank you, Rock Rulin, for unleashing the Proto-Badger there.
I will be right back.
Okay, sure. We're gonna...
Yeah, me too.
Okay, we're gonna have an AFK moment while Ted Tonate is activating his goggles all over the place. That's a fun thing to be left with. How are you doing, Karina?
Good.
Good to hear. Anything coming up for you that you wanna promote while we've got a break?
Really, just the usual. Check out Drawfee.
Yeah. Be sure to check out Drawfee Show on Twitch, or obviously you guys are on YouTube as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mainly on YouTube.
Mainly on YouTube. Wildfire VB, thank you for the 10 bits. More like keeping a close eye on Phoenix's butt from the gallery. Not that I blame him, it's a good butt. Are there any bad butts in Phoenix, right? I guess Grossberg's technically is not a perfect butt because he's got problems.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's weak.
Bia Lettuce Slim, unfortunately, Karina's audio is stuck like that right now. I turned it up all the way, And unfortunately, I'm unable to fix it. I talked about it at the top of the stream. Obviously, it's been a while, but yeah.
I don't know how to fix one. Just a
Sorry
little
about that.
guy. Just a little imp.
Little imp Karina.
I'm here to cause mischief, not problem solve my technical stuff.
Master Dark 9999, thank you for the 100 bits. I have an announcement. I just passed my driver's test and I'm getting my license. Way to go, Master Dark. Heck yeah. You have mastered the dark and the vehicle. Now you can combine those skills. Way to go.
Unstoppable.
I do like the idea of Apollo just being like a little imp. Little red devil. Little guy with
Forget
lips.
if I've said this before on these streams, but you know, when you're not worried about spoilers, it's very fun to go to the Ace Attorney fan wiki and go to Apollo's page, and they list every nickname he's given over the course of like his run in the game, and it is great. I love it. It's such a long list, would you believe?
That's brilliant.
Probably a little imp on there.
Very likely. I imagine that'll be on there. I do like that sort of thing. I can't remember what it was. It might have been Red Dwarf, but there was like a book of all the different nicknames people had. You know what it was? It was Mystery Science Theater 3000, and it wasn't a book, it was a website. But it was all the different nicknames that Dr. Forrester and TV's Frank called each other throughout the course of the series, and I thought that was fantastic. Audio Dragon, thank you for the 100 bits. I need this stream after a stressful day. Well, I'm happy to have you here, Audio Dragon, and I'm sorry that you've had a stressful one. I hope that things improve, and I hope that we can take a load off your mind a little bit there. Take a load off and chill out. Let me change some of these audio settings here. See if I can finagle anything. But yes.
Any audio issue.
The downstairs is doing much better, obviously, aside from me getting stuck in the bathroom briefly this morning. That was the whole thing. Briefly, I was in solitary confinement. But I'm very happy to be able to walk around again and sit down. Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Soupy.
Thank you.
Good to have you here.
It's always nice.
Good to be here.
Void Adept, did you hear they resolved the rights dispute over Red Dwarf, so a new series is in production? There was a rights dispute? It's so strange. Is that why the series is often stopping and starting the way it is? I assumed they just stopped making the show and then just went back to it like a reboot thing, but if there's rights issues, that's the first I've heard of it. We're just waiting on Marin. I think I hear them coming back. Oh no, they're coming downstairs. So we've got a few minutes.
Because they have it downstairs now.
Right, exactly.
Gotta take full advantage.
It's the Oscars tonight.
I always forget.
See, I don't, because it's the On Cinema Oscar special, which that's one of my favorite things. So I wait all year for that. But I don't watch the Oscars. That's pointless. This guy is looking everywhere. I do like the two-dimensional sort of stylized artwork for the audience. She's got
They're
a
just
mood.
anime style back there.
Yeah, she's got a mood. It kind of looks like with the interface, it looks like her shoulder goes up there and then it comes down here and she goes all the way down here.
Yeah.
She's very, very long.
She could probably pat him on the back from there.
Dalsim's sister. I was always more of a Street Fighter guy than a Mortal Kombat guy. I do appreciate Mortal Kombat because of just how ridiculously violent it is. But Street Fighter seems more colorful and bright. I just like that better.
I think Street Fighter is like what I played more of when I was a kid.
Yeah. Ace Hyken 94, thank you for the follow. We're just taking a short break from the game while we wait for Marin to return. Stella Coyote, a boss baby beat, a silent voice. Let that sink in. I mean, I feel like it's a very strange comparison.
I'm back.
Welcome
They should
back,
just
man.
have a separate Oscars category for movies about babies.
Separate category for the Oscars for Boss Baby movies.
Yeah.
Movies in the
Yeah.
Boss Baby franchise.
Best Boss Baby media of the year goes to.
They might as well just replace the Oscars
Boss
with Boss
Baby.
Babies. Like, just start giving out the best Boss Baby for the movie, you know?
Hosted by Boss Baby.
Exactly. The first ever AI-hosted Oscar ceremony. All right. Shall I continue?
Yeah.
Sure.
The allegations are all laughable. LOL. LOL. Or as the kids are now saying, LLLLLLLLLL.
Is that what they're doing?
I wouldn't be LLL.
www.
I wouldn't be LLLLLing if I were you, Mr. Tonate.
Grass.
The message in blood matches your ID number. All right, there it is. The same ID number that is there on that bomb transport case.
Yeah, I got really intense there for a sec.
Such a far-fetched theory. No better than a tangled ball of wires. Check this shit out. I'll have them untangled for you in no time at all. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. You were the
Did
first
something
person...
happen with the sound?
Yeah. Can you not hear the game?
It blinked in very loud for a second, and then it went back down to a quieter volume.
Yeah, I've mentioned this to you many times, Marion. I apologize for mentioning it again, but it's whenever I turn my head too quick, the wire on my headphones pulls the thing out. Anyway.
Right.
You were the first person on the scene after Detective Arm left her message in blood. You were the only one who could have hidden the writing and then used it again later. I see, ×2. But then, let me ask you. Do you have any proof that Detective Arm wrote that message?
It's a very good question. Well, do you, Mr. Wright?
I'm supposed to have proof? The best way to prove that Detective Arm wrote that message is to commune with the
Make it up.
dead. Oh. Analyze the DNA or analyze the hand. I mean, both
I
of
think
these.
it's the DNA because it would be her own blood.
It would be her
so-
blood. It makes the most
One would
sense.
think.
Yeah. But you'd think also that they would have done that already.
One
You'd
would
think.
You know what they say about asses? I've got a big one.
Yeah.
They do say that.
That's true.
Your Honor, I request that a DNA test be performed on the blood itself. Once we know whose it is, it will be obvious as to who wrote the message.
Hide in shame.
Very well.
Oh, well, Ace Hyken, that's very kind of you to say. I hope I'm getting your name right, by the way. And thank you for watching the show, and honestly, making the show got me through some horrible issues as well, so it was a two-way street. So thank you for being part of that.
Bailiff, please put in a request for a DNA test with the forensics team.
Wow.
Yes, Your Honor! Oh, I get to do something!
That person is coming at us from a small island nation in the Indian Ocean in East Africa.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, what?
Yeah.
The person in the chat, Ace.
Mauritius, I think it. I don't know how to
Oh.
pronounce
Mauritius?
it, but I was like, I've never heard that name before, that country. So I looked
Wow.
it up,
Well-
and it says it's an Indian Ocean island nation in East Africa.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for reaching out. All the way from there.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, greetings from the west coast of America.
It will be some time before we have the results of the analysis. Until then, let's hear more from the witness.
I was hoping you'd say that. I would like nothing more, Your Honor. I want the court to hear how ridiculous the defense's theory is. The defense's theory is so ridiculous. After the explosion. I admit I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. But there was no bloody writing there at the time. Anyway, there is no way Detective Arm could have written it. She struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance.
Rookie mistake.
She was too far away from where the bloody message was found, but as we know, she might be related to this lady over here who has a very long arm. So you're saying that the victim's body was nowhere near where the writing was? Precisely. It is as plain as day that she could not have written it.
It's true that the body was discovered near the entrance to the courtroom. Please have a look at this crime scene photo.
Oh.
As you can see, there is blood on the rubble near the victim's body.
I wish we could have met this character.
Right?
She's very pretty.
She's hot.
Yeah. I want to take her out for a drink and hear about her problems.
Just Photoshop this image of her next to you at a bar.
It's like, oh, she's resting her head on my shoulder. How nice.
She
I
just
wanna
talked
see
to me
what
about how
happens.
hard her day was and then put her head down here. So
Yeah.
cute.
I spilled my drink on her head.
Yeah.
I ordered the red.
She must have died after hitting her head there.
Courtroom bombing photo added to the court record.
No, this is a picture of our date. Stop.
My tomato juice, no.
My Bloody Mary spilled on her head.
It happens.
I see. All right then, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Do you have what it takes to take... Are you a bad enough dude to take my infallible testimony apart? All right. I like this guy. He's cool. Anyway,
He's like, yeah, I just hang out here sometimes.
You're flirting with the gallery.
I'm just saying.
You're doing the Miles Edgeworth hip cock here. Taking an ass cheek out for him.
After the explosion. I admit, right, he's not saying it. We're doing the... Are we pressing?
Probably.
Hold it!
Shove him.
Why were you the first person on the scene?
Sus.
To secure the area. It is regulation for a bomb disposal specialist to enter first. In other words, you had the opportunity to alter the bloody writing then, didn't you? Well,
Objection!
Oh, Mr. Wright, please don't interrupt. Mr. Tonate is about to give testimony that will show just how wrong your reasoning is.
darn, I think he was just about to say something interesting too.
Omoshiroi.
When I went in and saw the aftermath, well, it was quite the disaster.
Wait, doesn't her autopsy report say something about how she was struck on the head?
Oh, sorry. Caused by impact with a flat object, trauma to back of the head.
So I feel like maybe we present that because I don't think that's like I don't think she actually hit her head on the rubble.
You got a great butt.
Right, because she had been. Somebody
Yeah,
had
that's not a
hit
flat
her.
object. That's a corner.
Right.
Yeah.
That is a spiky object. Just Ellie86, thank you for resubscribing for 21 months there. Merry subiversary. Thank you so much, Just Ellie. Great to see you. All right, let's present. Where is it? Okay. There.
Objection!
You are a terrible liar, Mr. Tonate. Take a look at this autopsy, specifically the part about Detective Arm's head injury. Cause of death, trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. Yes, what about it? Now take a good look at the bloody piece of rubble. It's sharp and pointed, like my hair.
Keyboard smashing like a bottom.
I was just gonna say that. Hey, you're right, boss. It is pointy.
He is a bottom.
Just like your hair.
Wait. I keep doing this.
There's the bottom.
Oh my god.
That is odd, isn't it? What could be the meaning of this contradiction?
I believe it means the victim did not hit her head on this piece of rubble.
The blood was just there.
The bloodstain you see is just another fabrication. Its purpose is to mislead us into thinking the victim died near the courtroom entrance.
Are you claiming the culprit moved the victim's body?
That's exactly what I'm claiming. The victim hit her head at some other location. Sorry.
Yeah?
Most likely on the floor or some other flat surface. And this location was somewhere near where the bloody writing was found.
In that case, she definitely could have written the message.
Your Honor, I have the results of the bloodstain analysis.
It's blood, all right.
Yep.
Ah, very good timing. Let's take a look. It just says yes. According to this report, the message was written in Detective Arm's blood.
Well, obviously Apollo was keeping a vial of Detective Arm's blood on hand.
Oh, yeah, of course. And as the defense claims, only parts of the message that were added afterwards were written in Mr. Justice's blood. It would appear that the defense's assertion is correct after all.
Bloody writing analysis added to the court record. A report that proves the writing was done in Detective Arm's blood.
Yes, you did it. You were right, boss.
Now I have to drive it home. Which is what I...
But I can't drive.
Yeah. I'll have to take a good look at the bloody writing analysis later. No.
Mr. Tony, it is now apparent that you have told several lies to this court. I hope you have some sort of explanation for yourself.
I can't explain any of this.
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah. Fine. I will confess. You will? But then why are you so calm? His voice is so level-pitched, I don't understand. This time I will tell the truth. Yamikisara. Feels like I'm in some weird show where everyone is swearing with the word bloody. The bloody writing! The truth. It is true that Detective Arm wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote L1015R. I was shocked. But I did not detonate the bomb. Detective...
Oh, well, if he says he didn't do it, then...
Detective Arm must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad.
Source, trust me.
Well, he did say my bad, so... You can go, Mr. Tony.
That's all fine, yeah. All checks out.
In the case of JK versus LOL. Ryan Eureka! We got a high up plan. All right, though. And another. Thank you, Jaime Karika and Arikios for cashing in your star chips for a turn down for what? And high up.
Do the same thing last time.
Every time. It's a popular combo. Night Mad Dragon, thank you for the follow.
And I got news for you.
And Rock Ruin,
That means you're gay.
thank you for it because you're gay.
Hey, we were just talking about not
We-
getting many
we
of those
were.
lately. I see.
Hoo-ha!
So it is your assertion that you merely moved the body, is that
Hoo-ha!
And thank you, Voidedet, for catching in your hoo-ha redeem there. That is correct. I did not kill Detective Arm.
Oh, well, if that's all you did, then... Wait a minute.
What?
Hold on.
That in and of itself is a criminal act.
Glad to see you finally crossed that finish line, Your Honor.
Very well, then. Your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright.
I want that line that Phoenix said, but like in front of an image of the judge like running a marathon with a really, really fit body. He's just going through the finish line first.
Yeah. Phoenix is like genuinely happy.
Glad to
for
see
him.
you get to the finish line.
I'm your biggest fan.
Stand by,
I knew you could
Judge.
do it.
The truth. All right. So, which of these statements? I mean, the last statement is kind of crazy.
Remind me what that was again.
It was the my bad.
Well, my bad.
But I don't know if we can really. We can't really contradict it. Detective Al must have mistaken me for the real bomber.
It might be the part where he says he saw what she wrote, because part of it was covered.
Oh, really? Right here.
The R was covered at least. so-
Right, yes, we didn't see the R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
He's like, L10015, what could that mean?
I mean, obviously there'd be an R. I mean,
Objection!
I just want to make doubly sure that L10015R is really what you saw written in blood. Yes, it very clearly said L10015R. But that's odd, because that's not what I see.
Objection!
What on earth are you babbling on about now? Wasn't it you who claimed that the bloody writing was his ID number in the first place?
Take a good look at the photo in the bloody writing analysis. Now tell me, does it really say L10015R? Oh. Something is missing, isn't it? And that something is the final R.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Tony?
Oh, right. Now I remember. There was no R on the end. Rock Ruland, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix, cut me off again, Payne. See what happens.
I'll try.
You cut me off. It was just a slip of the finger. My bad. A Freudian slip of the text. Come back, my beautiful contradiction. Talk about Edgeworth.
That's what he
Mr.
calls
Wright,
me
I'm not so
those
sure it
cheeks.
was just a simple slip of the finger.
You have something for me, Athena?
I sense that he's extremely agitated, almost panicked.
He does look pretty flustered.
And I know that because I'm an empath.
Something tells me he's upset.
I'm
Yeah.
sensing it.
Huh.
Yeah.
I like the jaw movement, though. That's great.
Well, Mr. Wright, it appears it was nothing more than a mere mistake.
He said my bad.
He said,
Yeah.
he said my bad, Mr. Wright.
I don't
Made a
know.
typo one time. Stop beating his ass over it.
Did he really just make a typo? What about that R? Did Mr. Tonate really see it? He actually saw it, I'm guessing?
He saw
He
it,
actually
yeah.
saw it, yeah.
Okay. It's weird, though, because isn't it his code? Isn't it his...
It is.
So what... I mean, surely his excuse can be, well, I know that there's an R there, so I just assume.
Yeah. Yeah. But also, he should have also erased it.
Right. Maybe Mr. Tonate really did see the R. But there's no R anywhere in the bloody writing. What's going on here?
What's there?
Huh. Now that I take another good look at the photo, I think maybe... That's it!
What is it now, Mr. Wright? Are you trying to imitate Apollo and his cords of steel?
No, and Apollo is imitating me, if anything. I've got it. So that's what happened.
Back in my day, this was my franchise.
A slip of the
Share it with you
finger.
kids.
A slip of the finger. Edgeworth says that all the time. Is that really all it was? Because I don't think so. I know
want
an...
him to slip his finger. Oh.
I propose that Mr. Tonate really did see the letter R. Ah.
But the photo clearly shows that there is no R.
Or a spoon. That was terrible, I'm sorry. No, Your Honor. Actually, just the opposite is true.
Got it out of your system.
I did, thank you. The photo shows that Mr. Tonate actually could have seen the R.
If you're going to make that claim, then you better be able to point out what you mean. What part of the photo shows that Mr. Tonate could have seen the R?
This whole section of the game is just, did this guy see a letter? Right there.
Yeah.
Take that!
Please look here, to the right of the 5. Do you see a little bit of red?
Oh, I see it. Just on the edge of where the floor is broken up.
That's the R that Mr. Tonate saw.
Objection!
It's true that the witness wears some very, very odd goggles. But that doesn't mean his eyesight is bad, nor his brain power. What part of that little smudge looks like an R to you?
Objection!
But what Mr. Tonate saw wasn't that little smudge. There was a whole and complete R written there. Before the floor was damaged by the explosion.
Oh, well, that explains it. Huh? Care to explain what you mean?
Nah.
Because you just proposed that everything happened in the exact opposite order.
Yep, because that's the way it really went down. The timing of when the R was written turns everything about this case around. Now then, if the floor was damaged by the explosion, when was the message written? Before the explosion.
Yep.
Okay. With the bloody message running off the edge of the damaged floor like that, we can only conclude that it was written before the explosion.
See, in California, they don't lose hours of sleep. They just get to rearrange the hours as they like.
Damn. Wish that were me.
Jeez.
But that's ridiculous.
If that were true, it overturns your own premise.
That's right. It does. In fact, it turns everything upside down. The victim was not killed by the explosion in the courtroom. She was killed before the explosion ever occurred.
Order! Order in the court!
What kind of preposterous claim is that? Have you forgotten that the victim's body was found at the scene of the explosion?
Objection!
True, but consider this scenario. She was hit on the head and killed before the explosion, or even before the trial began. Her body was subsequently placed in the courtroom ruins after the bombing occurred. That way, it could be made to look like she was a victim of the blast.
Sounds like we had better look into what the victim was doing before the trial. Mr. Payne, did anyone see Detective Arm before the trial?
Let's see. According to the police report. Ah, here it is. One person saw the victim before the trial. And that person was Ted Tony. Wait, what?
No one besides Mr. Tonate saw the victim?
That appears to be the case, Your Honor.
Dots. I would now ask the court to recall something. Specifically, Mr. Tonate's words from yesterday. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb.
Oh my.
The Azulmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. Does her body even have any charring that would suggest she was caught in an explosion? No, but this game's a cartoon, so... Mr. Tonate, just before the trial, you were with the victim. The two of you were together at the scene of the crime, courtroom number 4.
He's bottoming right now.
Your Honor, the defense requests new testimony from Mr. Tonate. Tonate's testimony is tentative, so a retrial is in order. I don't know. Couldn't find more T words. We wish to hear what he has to say about his whereabouts just before the trial. Too many abouts.
Mr. Tonate, your testimony, please.
My testimony. There is no need for
He's completely unnerved, Mr. Wright. I know that because I'm an empath. You must have hit the nail on the head.
Oh, sorry. I thought you...
No, you're good.
Because OPT. All I did was transport the bomb to the 3 courtroom. I already told you I'm literally shaking right now.
That's the thing. I was only in the courtroom with the victim because of our work. I swear I was only transporting the bomb there.
Objection!
You and the victim were alone together at the scene of the crime. In other words, you certainly had the opportunity to commit murder, did you not?
Objection!
Tisk tisk. Do you always leave yourself so open to attacks, Mr. Wright?
I should have set my card in defense mode. What now, Mr. Payne?
Yes, Mr. Tonate may have had the opportunity to kill Detective Arm. But an important piece of your assertion is missing.
What important piece?
The murder weapon. What do you claim was used to kill the victim?
Mr. Payne has a point. Even if Mr. Tonate had the chance, without a weapon, we can't accuse him of the crime.
Well, Mr. Tonate.
Oh, yes, that's right. I didn't have any sort of thing that could be used as a murder weapon on me. I couldn't possibly have killed Detective Arm.
Did he really have nothing he could use as a murder weapon? What is it, Athena?
Just looking over the victim's autopsy report. I'm hoping there's something in here that can point us in the right direction.
Well, it does say that she died from trauma to the back of the head with a flat object.
Yeah, and to inflict that specific kind of injury. All you would need is a flat surface, right?
Are you surfing for Nimbus shit while we're playing this game?
Sorry.
I mean, it's great art, don't get me wrong.
I'm just impressed.
A heavy, blunt object with a flat surface could definitely be our murder weapon.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you indicate for the court what was used to kill Detective Arm?
I believe I can. Believe being the key word. Here.
You can?
Then please do so now. What did Mr. Toadate have that could have been used as the murder weapon?
Not the switch.
I think maybe the bomb itself.
Oh, the case? No, not the case.
I think
The bomb.
So yeah,
Because
yeah.
didn't they mention it being heavy before? I forget.
Well, it's cracked, so.
Oh, good point. Good point. I forgot about that.
Take that!
Mr. Toadate, you say you didn't have anything that could be used as a weapon. But in fact, you had the perfect thing.
What? What the devil are you talking about?
You had this.
That's the bomb. I thought you were trying to prove that the victim wasn't killed by the bomb blast.
The bomb blast, no. But I believe Candace Arm was killed with this bomb. Because this is the blunt object that because this is the blunt object that delivered the fatal blow to her head. The blunt object deserves all the things. Please recall the description of Detective Arm's head wound. Trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. We assumed this injury was sustained when her head hit the floor. But a blow from any flat side of this bomb would produce the exact same wound pattern. The fuck?
Then show me that proof. Where's the evidence that I hit the victim with the bomb?
Yeah, he's right. I don't have anything decisive.
Did you find any of the victim's blood on the bomb? That would be decisive proof. But too bad. The bomb is blown to bits. It's long gone. Boom! Game over. Yeah.
Mr. Wright, is there really nothing on the bomb in the photo?
I don't see any blood or anything.
Wait, the timer display is a little broken here. Maybe it broke when it made contact with Detective Arm's head.
I missed a perfect opportunity that the chat is pointing out to go, game over, yeah! The Azel Magia, thank you for the 10 bits. You know, it's a shame that the jury isn't around anymore because I think this maniacal laughter would be pretty damning. Yes. That's definitely a distinct possibility. But unless we find a fragment with the victim's blood on it, it's not going to count.
I guess you're right.
Oh, wait. We have the time here, don't we? Is that a thing?
Probably? Maybe?
By setting up the bomb, Toadate managed to obliterate all traces of the murder. Yay! Thank you for unleashing the Proto-Badger on Koku no Megami. By setting off the bomb, Toadate managed to obliterate all traces of the murder weapon. What in the world do I do now? At times like this, I've got to change gears and look at things in a different way.
I've got to top this case.
Instead of looking for the things he wasn't able to hide, I should be looking for a way to expose the things he did hide. Ted Toadate murdered Detective Arm before the trial started. Then he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off. Which means there was something he needed to keep hidden until then. And I think I have just the thing. Time to present the photo that shows exactly what Mr. Toadate had to hide. This one? Because it's got the time in it.
Or was it the dead body one? Or...
don't know. I usually just wait for Soupy to say.
Let's look at the photos again.
Oh, yeah, sure. We have this one. And then we have the lady who's on a date.
Yes. Wouldn't it? I think it's this. I think
Because
he would have had to hide her body.
Right. Things he did hide.
Yes.
That's what he said. What? Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's the phrasing that's really tipping you off, I guess, there.
Take that!
Ah, clever. Your Honor, there's something we've all been overlooking. If the murder took place before the trial, then Mr. Tonate would have had to hide the body. Hang on. Then Mr. Tonate would have had to hide the body somewhere during the trial. Every time I say Tonate, I just picture a toenail and it grosses me out.
It's not a good name.
No, I mean, it's funny. I don't know how good it is. Erikios, thank you for the hydrate command. Tonate.
Hey, you're right. And if we can figure out where that hiding place was.
Exactly. We might be able to find some evidence we can pin him down with.
Ooh.
So where could Mr. Tonate have hidden the body during the trial? And somebody in the chat has pointed out, probably in the... I guess we don't even need a photo for it.
In the cave?
In the
Yeah, we have
case. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you for the head pat there, Ribbonfly. Hang on one sec. There we go.
Take that!
Wait. A box big enough for a body? A box that was in the courtroom the whole time? A box nobody would touch if they thought there was a bomb in it. Mr. Toenail, Tonate.
Oh.
What is it? Do you finally have some decisive evidence to show me?
What are these toenails?
No?
Show feet.
You're the one who's going to show
Sorry,
your
typo.
feet to me. Come again?
Oh, I will.
No.
Just you wait.
You heard me. Now, show me what's inside that bomb transport case.
What? Why? No, there's no need.
I've got him now. Just before the trial, you killed the victim with a blunt object. And then you placed her body in the ruins of the courtroom after the bomb went off. I've got to give kudos to
Shoulder
Ted.
with a blunt.
I've got to give kudos to Ted Tonate, though. This is certainly probably the most ambitious first case where it's not only
That's true.
kill a woman, but then blow up the courtroom and then try and kill another guy.
That's why we needed 2 days for this one.
Clearly,
Only
you were
so much murder you can cram in one day.
Clearly, you were trying to make it look like she died in the explosion. But where was the body hidden during the trial?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
The answer is right here, gestures to crotch. Inside a box made of thick alloy plating that can withstand any impact.
And my dick.
No, that's completely false.
If it's false, you should have no objections to showing up to your... fuck. If it's false, you should have no objections.
You're doing it.
I'm trying.
Phoenix
Words.
left such a roll there.
If it's false, you should have no objections to showing us your transport case. So, let's open it up and take a look inside, shall we? First try.
First try.
Oh. What? How did he... Let's not. What if we didn't?
Sorry, no.
What if we didn't and said we did?
Well, that seems reasonable.
Not if you value your life. There's a freaking bomb. What's he up to now, this little guy?
He's not a little imp, that's Apollo.
Oh, that's true. Remain calm and listen carefully. This bomb will detonate in 5 minutes.
Ah.
He's
What?
gonna do it again. I just hope we just keep doing this and keep moving courtrooms until we can
Right.
decide who did it.
Until they're
The
all
cases
gone.
keep piling up.
I hope we
Do
can
it in the
find out who
parking
did
lot.
this.
Huh? I repeat, this HH3000 will detonate in 5 minutes. What's going on? Your Honor, I recommend you adjourn this trial and say I win. Say that I win. Before this bomb goes off, I'm the winner.
And if
Say
I
GG.
refuse,
Not gay.
GG me.
Mr. Tonate, are you threatening me?
Nah, a little bit, you know.
I'm kind of into it.
I am the only one who can disable this bomb.
He typed out.
Maybe he is the imp. If you do not want to die, your only option is to listen to me.
But Mr. Donate, didn't you just say that's a training model? A fake to practice on?
I did, but I also lied. This is the real deal. Again, my bad. My bad again, times 2.
I
This
trolled you.
is
She's
the
like the Joker.
Yeah.
oh no. But he's actually a threat.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah,
HH3000. But the HH3000 was used to blow up courtroom number 4, wasn't it?
I don't know.
How do you know it was the real HH3000 that blew up courtroom number 4? I
The
just
fake
blew
blew it
your
up.
mind.
Damn.
L Train
I'm too
44.
high for this.
L Train 444. Thank you for the 10 bits. Had my fingers crossed. This is real. Huh? There's a bomb about to go off. Peter's. What?
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's threatening everyone, and everyone's just like, what?
What's
What are
the
you
deal?
talking about?
Nobody believes him.
Even though
What
it
are you
literally,
saying to me?
even though a bomb went off literally 2 days ago, these guys are like, are you serious? Wait, what?
They're like, that can't happen.
This
Nobody
is
does
big.
that.
This is big squall.
That's
Leon
illegal.
Hart
You can't
energy,
do
though.
that.
The bomb that blew up the courtroom was a different one that I made. Hey, Ricky, I was thank you for the 10 bits. Maybe the explosion in courtroom 4 was just my ass.
Well.
Marin's making the fart porn again.
There's my fart porn.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
And we're all a part of it.
Ah.
No.
Hey, if we hire the Cirque du Soleil guys as employees, will that save us in the year-end tax stuff?
Nothing is saving us.
Good try, though, Marin.
Did you say this?
No, not yet.
Oh,
I'm
you
trying, though.
Still giggling about the fart porn.
What? Then are we to take that as a confession on your part?
Stella Coyote, thank you for the 50 bits. I will blow up this whole courtroom. But why though? Take it any way you would like. Just before the trial, I took the HH3000 out of the stuffed animal and put my own bomb into it.
Not the aminol.
The aminal.
No.
So what? Why did he do this?
He's the Joker.
Yeah.
That
He was bored at that internet cafe after the catfish guys burned him.
Why did he have to switch bombs? Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. As Professor Farnsworth once said, listen to me, you pompous frauds. If I'm going down, I'm taking you all with me. I can't do a Professor Farnsworth voice.
It's daylight savings Sunday. There's no energy for Professor Farnsworth.
Mr. Toenail, Please be reasonable. Do you really expect us to believe a crazy story like that? Oh,
The HH3000, it is so unique. I had never seen anything like it. It is so... Oh, he wanted it. It is so unique that I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. So, I just had to have it. Besides, did anyone look inside the stuffed animal during the trial? Did anyone check to see if it really was the HH3000 in there? So he might be bluffing?
I must confess, no one opened the stuffed animal to check.
Except for Larry, but he's a weirdo. He's always opening up stuffed
We
animals.
didn't believe him.
so there really is a possibility that the bomb was switched out?
The Azalmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. I just had to have it because of how unique it was. That's why I'm going to blow it up now and lose it forever.
At least my dick will be hard.
No, not a possibility. A certainty. I did it. So he's had a real bomb with him this whole time? You had better get out of here while you can. You do not have much time. You have no chance to survive. Make your time. Ha 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 ha.
We've been set up the bomb.
He gets signal.
Order! Order in the court!
I'm out of here. It's gonna blow. Run!
That's it, we're dead. Game over.
Well, I'm not leaving. You four are still here?
Parking validated.
Well, aren't you brave? Unfortunately, there's no court stenographer, so I can say whatever the hell I want. Boobies, boobies, boobies.
Ass.
Stop saying ass.
Keep saying boobies.
You're scaring the judge.
It just wouldn't do for the judge presiding over this court to run.
Duskbringer 13, thank you for the 10 bits. Well, sorry, wait, 5 minutes or 5 freezer minutes?
But that horrible explosion the other day.
The judge looks like he's about to book it for the nearest exit any second.
Aw,
Oh, he's got trauma.
traumatized.
Oh, judge. Character development, kind of.
He's got no brain cells, but he's full of trauma.
Vampiro, thank you for the 100 bits. I
You know
can
what,
say
same.
whatever I want. Hashtag penis. And Mr. Payne.
That is.
So I win, right? Yeah, I win the case. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I
win.
guess.
You gotta let me win.
He's
See?
off.
Congratulations, Mr. Wright.
That was crazy animation for him running though.
Mr. Wright, what do we do?
It'd be pretty pathetic to run now, wouldn't it? Wouldn't want to look like a
I
bitch.
don't want to look stupid. But the bomb might really go off.
Only 3 more minutes, folks.
Fuck.
Is that bomb really the HH3000? The Hulk Hogan 3000? What should I do? Run like a yellow-bellied chicken? Or stand
we
my
should run.
ground?
I feel like I'm being led.
I think we should definitely run.
Okay.
He's like, but my color is blue, though. Damn it.
I can't run now. Well, it's been fun, but I will be going now. With my dear, dear HH3000, naturally.
So if you're taking the bomb, what threat is there to
Yeah,
us?
what's the threat anymore?
I mean, if you come after him, he'll blow up, I guess.
I don't...
Oh, and by the way, I would advise against having me followed. Even with no remote switch, this bomb can still be triggered manually. If I think I'm being followed, I will detonate it on the spot. Farewell.
Hold it!
I object to this. You're not going
I
anywhere.
said no.
You're not going anywhere, Ted Tonate.
Time for me to top Ted Tonate.
Oh,
I'd like to see you try.
I'm Phoenix Wright, and welcome to my Ted Tonate talk. Your
Ted
Honor,
Tonate topping talk.
there's no reason to be afraid. That bomb is a fake.
Oh.
Ah.
Are you sure, Mr. Wright?
You know,
Comforting the judge.
oh, he's trying to make him feel better. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a fake and it was just made out of cardboard, like the badge that what's-his-name used that fooled everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Humph, more of your famous bluffing? Even at the risk of your own life?
Not your leafy.
Mr. Wright, none of your bluffing now. Not at a time like this. Lives are on the line here.
I'm not bluffing, and I have proof.
You do?
Yes, of course, Your Honor. It's right here in the photo of the bomb, clear as day. Proof that Mr. Tonate's bomb is not the real HH-3000.
Really? Out with it then, immediately. Where's the proof that what Mr. Tonate is holding is not the real HH-3000?
The time, I'm
I'm
guessing.
gonna die, but he said I will still make you prove it.
Oh wait, the
Huh.
the actual
the
fucking face
display.
of the clock. Yeah, because it's not broken.
Yeah, that one. I don't know how this
Wait, what?
That's
The
an
timer.
actual photo of the bomb.
The display on the
Yeah, it has a crack.
What does that mean?
That means the real one is cracked, but he showed the timer and it's not cracked, so it's fake.
Okay.
Yeah, so he didn't switch them out after all.
The display for the timer on the bomb in the photo is broken. Most likely it broke when Mr. Tonate used the bomb to attack Detective Arm. But the display on the bomb in front of us is not broken.
Oh, you're right.
Therefore, this is not the real
I
HH-3000.
do feel better.
The Azalmagia, thank you for the 10 minutes. There's no penalties during this section, by the way, but it's funny to imagine the judge still taking away some of Phoenix's Mountain Dew despite that.
I'm thirsty.
Trauma makes me thirsty.
All this fearing for my life makes me thirsty.
I lost a lot of fluids from being scared.
I
just
cheat a
kept,
lot.
I kept pissing and I couldn't stop.
Give me some of that.
Don't know.
Got a prostate the size of a walnut.
Mr. Tonate was clearly lying when he said he switched out the bomb in the stuffed animal. Although I fear we may still be in danger from the judge's tiny prostate or whatever it was.
I don't even know what a prostate has to do with peeing.
Well, I think it's usually an enlarged prostate. That's the problem.
Oh, is that it? I don't know if a walnut is a big prostate or a little prostate. I just know that a prostate has something to do with it. I've just heard old men make jokes about their prostate.
We just thought we'd join in.
Yeah, you know, it's
feel
like when
included.
it's like when Professor Oak, after the end of Pokemon 2000,
What?
he
No,
jumps
how can
down.
you start a sentence with it's like when Professor Oak?
It's like when he jumps down from that little hill and then he goes, "Oh my lumbago," and I'm like, I know what you mean, Professor Oak, but I'm like, I'm 12, I don't know what lumbago even fucking means.
Okay. Daylight Savings has clearly done a number on Marin.
What is what?
Nothing. Thank you for the head pat there, Just Ellie. I do appreciate that. Thank you for comforting me in this stressful time of bombs. The real HH-3000 blew up in courtroom number 4, just like Hulk Hogan himself. The bomb is nothing more than a fake, a model used for training purposes.
It explodes at this moment.
Fear not, Your Honor. I'll save you.
He picks them
Mr.
up,
Wright,
bridal
my
style.
hero.
Zero context, thank you for the hydrate command. I will examine the inside of the bomb transport case myself.
imagine like Miles Edgeworth watching this happen and just being like, "Oh my, is it getting warm in here?"
What about the prostate?
He's like loosening his cravat a little bit. 'Cause he's sweating.
I did not think you were gonna say cravat.
Yes, please do that, Mr. Wright.
This bomb should have exploded so long ago.
Well, what is that? Is that a bloodstain?
Just as I expected. Your lies have all blown to bits, Mr. Tonate. I'm confident DNA analysis on this bloodstain will confirm that it's Detective Arm's blood. And that those results will conclusively prove that you murdered Detective Arm. The Azulmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. You know, there's genuinely no stopping him from running out of the courtroom right now. Who's going to stop him? Phoenix. Good question.
Yes.
Yeah, the bailiff probably left like 10 minutes ago.
But we know from, I know from a future cutscene that Athena knows judo, so
Ah, I see.
she'll stop him.
Athena will get him.
Yeah.
Yeah. She would.
How about it, Mr. Tonate? Think you can dismantle this decisive evidence? And now the cravat is all the way off.
Yes. Look at that. You can see right up his sleeve like a whore.
Dismantle it.
What a slut.
You're too late. You missed your chance to run, so now you're out of time. This HH3000 is about to explode.
Don't try to threaten us, Mr. Tonate. I've already proved that your bomb is a fake. I exercised my ex-girlfriend in this courtroom before. I'm not afraid of anything.
You have no power over me.
What's the worst thing that's gonna happen is Phoenix is like in a bomb explosion. He'll get like a headache.
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright got
Ow.
hit by a car on purpose just because he wanted a few days off.
Yeah.
He wanted to feel something.
It's real. This bomb is the real thing, I tell you.
The bomb
It's
goes off and Phoenix
real.
is like, oh, sinus headache.
Mad Bomber, party of one.
There's no time left. It's going to blow. I have to disarm it. I have to take it apart. I can dismantle anything. I can take apart evidence. I can take apart bombs. I can dismantle it all. Dismantle, 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 dismantle. I'm not gonna make it. Only one thing left to do. I can see everything.
Oh my god!
Sir.
Well, thank you for the raid in the middle of all that, by the way.
Made it.
His beautiful eyes. Welcome, raiders. I do appreciate it. Sorry about the madness there.
Game.
Oh, game over. Dismantle attempt failed. I'm not sure if he died, but he's certainly in a bad state.
It's all over. My life has been blown to pieces.
All right, really quickly, let me thank Dolly Shepherd VT for the raid. I do appreciate it. You came in at quite the exciting moment. Dolly Shepherd VT, everybody give them a follow. Thank you so much for that. Arikios1, thank you for the 10 bits. It's at 3 hours. Tonate, shut up already. Duskbringer13, thank you for the 10 bits. If it were a real bomb, you would not be slamming it on the table like that. And Arcadia VT, thank you for the follow. L-Train, thank you for the 10 bits. Most exciting raid ever. And Arikios, thank you for the 10 bits. He turned into a car crash test dummy. He certainly did. Hey, I see an Emily in the chat.
It's all that stupid woman's fault. I was selling the bombs I disarmed on the black market.
Look, his eyes are little bombs.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh.
When I tried to take
adorable.
this one, she just had to notice, didn't she?
Whoa.
A woman talked to me, so I had to kill her. She confronted me in courtroom number 4 that day.
Can we Photoshop that into like her like defending me at the bar?
After I spilled some soup on her.
Yeah.
Accident.
Why are you eating soup at the bar?
That
It was a soup bar.
They
Ooh-ha.
slide the soup down the bar.
Yeah.
that's the face of like, they said no pickles.
She gave
No
him like a
pickles.
scolding.
You should like put a Taco Bell uniform on him really badly. Said no pickle. We don't even have pickles.
Dolly Shepard, thank you for the hoo-ha redeem there, Dolly. And thank you again for that raid.
That's why I had no choice. Before I knew what I was doing, I hit her. It's all her fault. I almost said my fault, but that would be ridiculous. While I was looking for a place to hide her body, she left a message in her own blood. The trial was about to start, so I didn't have time to clean it up. And now all this. I thought for sure I could disguise her death with an explosion. Then that stupid defense attorney started sticking his nose into my business. After my testimony yesterday, I went to courtroom number 4 and I found that kid all up in my bomb transport case. All up in my bomb transport case.
All up in it.
That's when I snuck up behind him and bumped him. And when the idiot police arrested that little girl, I thought for sure I could pin it all on her. Why? Oh, why?
Man, he was way more intense than I was expecting him to be.
This guy's a better villain than Kristoff. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
He accomplishes more.
No, but still. I hate that you're right.
But does that guy have like a library in his jail cell? I bet he doesn't.
Probably not. Ted Tone, you are hereby under arrest for being a better villain than Christoph Gavin.
So valid.
On the suspicion of the courtroom bombing and the assault on Mr. Justice. Your innocence or guilt will be determined at a later trial. Now then, I see that members of the public have returned to the gallery. Cowards!
Fools.
One person, however, seems to still be running far, far away. Hopefully into my arms later.
See you at
Be
the bar,
that as it
bitch.
may. He said no pickles. I will now announce Miss Juniper Woods' verdict.
No pickles in my soup, please.
At the
Hey!
soup bar.
Oh, the confetti! It zooms out.
Soup's on us after this, guys. Good job.
I like that he had to. I like that he had to say that that there were people there because there was still an audience in that one shot.
Yeah. Court is adjourned.
Well, that was an exciting version of the victory. Also, I like the sound effect of the audience clapping. It sounded like an arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
L Train, thank you for the 10 bits. And with that confession, Candice Arm has the distinguished honor of being the first murder victim in this series to have actually written their killer's name in their own blood. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Way to
Wasn't
shatter
even
the
his
glass
name.
ceiling.
She was a girl boss.
What if?
Yeah.
I wish she would have just written no pickles though.
She can write no pickles on my body in
Oh,
chocolate and
What?
lick it off.
And soup.
what?
All
There's
right.
so many different food items involved.
True.
Chocolate, pickles.
Yeah.
I don't think of pickles as a very sexy
She
food
can
item.
rub her pickled cucumbers all over my body and get that sweet sour juice on my skin, so I glisten.
Okay.
And the smell of pickles wafts gently from.
She didn't even
my
have a line in this
skin
game.
as they slap my.
December
skin with
18th, 12:31
pickles.
p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 5. Thank you for bonking Marin Demon. I do appreciate it.
My skin shivers from the weight of the slap of your pickle.
Hold on. We gotta write some fan fiction real quick.
What is happening?
The Pickletorium.
the pickle cinematic universe.
Moving on.
You did it, boss.
Yeah, I guess we managed to pull it off somehow.
So many mysteries cleared up all at once. It was amazing.
Well, it just sort of worked out that way, didn't it?
Can you, like, be positive for once?
Always does. Always does.
That's not the kind of thing that usually just works out. You made it happen. And the way that mean old prosecutor hightailed it out of here, that was great.
Mr. Rice, Dina, thank you for everything you did for me.
I'm so happy for you, Junie. Now you can go back home to the forest in peace. Except for that snowman.
Oh, shit.
Look, I hope the both of you will come and visit me there sometime so you can help me kill him.
That would be nice.
You'll be the bait, Mr. Wright.
Oh,
You love that sweet little ass.
thank you for the invitation.
I heard he's the top.
How did we get to sexualizing the abominable snowman? I just don't think that was necessary.
Their
I think
daddy.
that's the natural progression of things.
Yeah, the
Abominable
evolution.
snowman and
You
a
know
piece of
who we
media.
are, Martin.
Come on.
I'm just surprised it took this long.
Who doesn't
Yeah.
want that abominable snussy?
No, Mr. Wright. I'm not so sure you could make it all the way up to Junie's house. How high up do you live again, Junie?
I climbed a mountain in the third game. Didn't I?
That was
With much
weird.
difficulty.
It's more like he fell off of it, I think.
Hey, that also counts. That requires skill. I survived, didn't I?
I lived, bitch.
Around 3,000 feet, I think.
What? That's no forest. That's a mountain.
But you know, boss, there's something that still bothers me about the case.
Not without spoiling it. Is falling off a mountain and surviving the craziest thing that happens to Phoenix without killing him?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Probably.
I gotta go.
Marin's like, I have to theorize.
Yeah,
Falling off a mountain. I mean, the car hitting him is pretty crazy, but at least like,
but that's like funny.
yeah, mountain was
I feel
scary.
like people get hit by cars more often than they fall off of cliffs, so.
Yeah. All right, we're coming to the end. I'm thinking we're just over 3 hours.
Yeah,
And,
we're almost there.
Marin's AFK. We're just waiting for them to come back, and when they do, we'll wrap this up here, and then we'll of course be back next Sunday with more Ace Attorney as we try to stream every Sunday at the usual time. Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. You think Phoenix is going to brag about his first win since coming back to Law later in the night to Edgeworth?
Actually, this technically is not his first win. That is what the aquarium case is about with a whale.
Oh shit! What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's important.
Yep.
Oh,
It sure is.
interesting.
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back. Did you say this,
Welcome
Soupy?
Yes. One little mystery we never got around to solving.
Oh, that? Yeah, I was wondering about that too.
Who is that guy in the red suit?
Is this the unsolved mystery you're thinking of? The remote, right?
Oh, yeah.
Take that!
Throw it at her.
Hey, you! The remote switch, right?
Yeah, I wonder where it disappeared to. Maybe Mr. Tone just got rid of it somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's not worry about it.
It's a pretty big thing to leave unsolved, though. Well, let's leave it up to the police to find. They always figure things out without our help. For now, we should be celebrating our not guilty verdict. Protoss, thank you for the 10 bits. Sad right now. Went to my local retro store and got a Mega Man game and doesn't work. Had to return it. Oh, I'm sorry about that.
I guess you're right. Hey, I know. Junie, shall we go report the good news? You know, to that certain someone.
Okay.
Huh? Her grandmother?
No, she wants to go look at Apollo.
Yeah.
No, silly, to Apollo.
I'm sick of the straight agendas.
Same.
All
There's
right.
been heterosexual people in every single one of these Phoenix Wright games and not a single gay person.
That's... Well, why don't we all go to the hospital together to see him? Apollo just be like, who are you people?
Great idea. I bet he's bored out of his mind. What if they don't know yet that he just lost all of his memory?
Okay.
And so, the courtroom bombing case came to a close. The Azulmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. Wasn't Adrian gay? Oh, there were several gays.
Adrian was
I
pretty
mean,
gay.
If we're being honest, nobody in this game has been like, "Hello, my name is Blah, and I enjoy the same-sex relations."
Yes, if we're being honest, we have to say that.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
I'm
That's how I
expressing.
introduce myself.
Oh,
Same.
Hell nah, thank you for the raid. Let me give you a quick shout out here. You were playing 7 Days to Die. I hope that you survived. Thank you for giving them a shout out as well, Rickios. Oh, hell no, thank you for the raid. And Wildfire BB, thank you for the 10 bits. To me, Junie has always been bisexual. That's my headcanon. And no amount of straight agenda can take that away from me. Valid. But the
Fair
next
enough.
trial was just over the horizon. There's never a dull moment with so many lawyers in the office. That's for sure. Apollo Justice, Athena Sykes, and me, Phoenix Wright. Oh, and Baby Yoda. He showed up. I had to hire him as well. He's technically a weird little girl thing. I don't know.
Grogu.
He does the accounting.
Protoss 103, thank you for the hydrate command. And E-Man, what happened to Trucy? I imagine he's just listing her. He's not listing her because she's not a lawyer.
Trucy got eaten.
By me. I'm Pearls. I'm back. I'm eating people now.
Watch my new show, Hannibal.
Hannibal.
Between the three of us, there's no case we can't solve, and Baby Yoda will also be there. When our powers
Percy
combine...
has a real job.
When our powers combine, we're an unstoppable team. At least, that's what I believed.
Then
Turns out we were very stoppable.
Oh, is it a cutscene? It's possible. Oh. But all of that changed with what Apollo said to us that day.
I'm gay.
Everything changed. It was something that would put my faith in us to the ultimate test.
Ba-ba-ba.
Date? Huh? Time? Huh? Right? Anything agency.
Anything.
Anything. Cutscene. It might not play properly.
Fuck you.
Hey, what?
I'm talking to Apollo.
Lady Nanaki, thank you for the raid.
Wait, what do you mean by a lead? Can you at least give me a reason why? I can only say, this is something I must settle on my own.
The fuck are you on about, man?
Why don't you
He's
go?
like, we don't offer leave of absences here.
There's no time to explain the thing
have
that I have no time to
benefits.
explain.
I'm taking him off of the health insurance.
Oh no. Apollo
No,
Justice
his
quitting law
justice.
caused the apocalypse.
The Apollo-calypse.
I'm so sorry about the frame rate.
Why are you shutting us out?
I don't care about you.
Oh,
I love all of my lawyers equally.
I don't care for
I don't
Apollo.
care for Athena.
Oh.
You got a
Why are
great
you
butt.
shutting us out? Because I don't fucking like you.
Oh no, we missed the line.
That's fine.
What happened to you, Apollo?
Ever since you put that jacket on, you've changed. It doesn't suit you.
It was like a day ago.
Like, not your color. It doesn't fit. And now, for whatever reason, all my mind keeps doing is returning to the day I first met you.
Sorry, Tracy. I would have been talking, but the text is going automatically.
We had tackled our first case together, he and I, this past spring. And as we did, I came to know who he is and how he thinks, and that he's a little imp. It was a very peculiar case, one in which the victim was killed by a mythical creature.
The
Mothman.
abominable snowman.
Oh man.
Oh, hello.
Look at that.
Oh, hello.
All right.
Got his little jacket.
Illustrations and anime cutscenes galleries have been unlocked. Please go to extras and DLC to view them. Tracy, Lady Nanaki, thank you so much for that raid. I hope you had a great stream. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to shout you out literally because the Steam was playing. And Shiny Pichu, thank you for the raid. I'm going to let Arikios shout you out because I keep doing it at the same time. The Alzamagia, thank you for the 10 bits. Apollo's pissed that Phoenix stole his sequel. It wasn't fair. It was his turn. No one even told him about his sister plot twist. And Lady Nanaki, thank you for resubscribing at tier 1 for 40 months. Holy cow, bless the booty. Yes, indeed. Bless that booty. And Azalmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. Also, I hope you liked Ace Investigations because the plot layout in this game is a lot like that. Oh, it's a lot of time changing, huh? A lot of flashing back.
Yeah, kind of like switching back and forth. Some things happen like closer together than other Phoenix Wright games where it's like, 4 months between trials.
Shiny Pichu, thank you again for that raid. And Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. One in which the victim was killed by a mythical creature. Slow turn to Dilthosaur. And thank you for that raid. I do appreciate it. All right, let's click this. And I assume I was saving the data. There we go. The monstrous turnabout. Ooh.
Rar.
Drooling monsters?
Wait, are we still going?
I don't mean to keep going, but I guess there's a scene playing.
Well, we saved, right?
There's Mothman.
Stop it.
There's the Nine-Tailed Fox. Naruto's in this. I wish it wouldn't slow down like this. Anyway, let's. Can I go to the main menu? What's going on here? Bloody hell.
No.
I don't know.
You're in control.
I am in control, and it's.
Nine-tailed fox defeated the evil Tenmataro and sealed
I'm
the
pressing
fallen
buttons.
demon.
Nothing's happening.
To this day, it is said that he
We're being held
slumbers
hostage
even
by
still in
his
the
attorney.
chamber.
What is this?
Don't go.
This isn't California. What the hell?
I was gonna say, these are very American things happening right now.
Oh, that's the
Night,
most
night,
American of them
Alderman.
all.
Sweet dreams.
Oh shit! What the fuck is happening?
What, eh?
At long last, the revival of Tenmataro is at hand.
Tenmataru. All right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
revive that bitch, baby.
we've played enough. We're gonna call it there. I'm not gonna pay any attention to what's happening in the game. The Azulmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. For whatever reason, this case also shows the murderer at the start, which feels really unnecessary. Anyway, after this case is over, I'm gonna have to show you this comic that details how hilariously convoluted the events of this case are. You're gonna have to, but for now, we're gonna call it there. I think. All right. It was a 3-hour, 20-minute stream. A pretty long one, but I was pretty into that. That was a strong case one, in my opinion. I thought that was very good.
Yeah.
All right.
Marin's like, sure, good.
You're saying that now.
I suppose my
was,
opinion could change at any moment.
It certainly was a case.
All right. Let's look for someone to raid. A few people alive that I like. Let's raid Tayo Devil, who's playing Doom 2 Hell on Earth, which I assume is the original Doom 2, which is a weird sentence. Harley Rain, thank you for the follow. We're going to raid Tayo. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream today, guys. I say that to both the audience and my co-hosts. Marin, before we pop off, was there anything you wanted to say or promote or just shout out?
Thanks for hanging out and watching. If you play Destiny 2, make sure to pick up the Lightfall expansion. I'm Nimbus in that, so I'm the new vendor and basically the co-lead of the expansion. So you can hear me say Cowabummer. I don't know.
Indeed. And Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say to the chat before we pop off here?
Just thanks for chilling with us, everybody.
Heck yeah. And lastly, I know I asked you earlier, Karina, but was there anything you wanted to shout out real quick before we pop off?
Check out Drawfee Show on YouTube. We'll be streaming Art We Draw on Twitch tomorrow night. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you for being here. The ghost of Karina was a welcome presence. Very spooky. Very talented, spooky ghost. All right. We're going to raid Tayo Devil, who is playing the original Doom 2, the classic. I don't know if they've got any kind of mods, but they're a fun VTuber, and feel free to show some enthusiasm, give them a follow. We'll see you again, presumably next Sunday, for the next Ace Attorney installment, where there's going to be a bunch of mythical Japanese creatures, I guess. See you next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Farts.